We are indeed back. We are indeed back. Like we never left. Like we never left. Like we never left. We're back. We're back in the building. G4, Joseph, Justice's dad, Susan. Appreciate you guys. My guy, Joey DeLuca. What's up, Joey? Creation Scripts. Creations was popping, guy. I have an over for today's game. I mean, as long as it's with the Knicks giving them a beatdown, I'll take the over too. Mark, what's up, Mark? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Something I did not do during the last game, though, during the last broadcast. Before we get to this, let's rush through this. We got the Knicks. We could talk about them because we got more than enough time before we get to the Knicks game. Let's go ahead and pull that up. But I didn't do this during the last one, and I probably should have. Something I do want to do is let's go over the college games. Ooh, look at that. Look at the Johnnies up on Kansas, baby. Look at that. Look at that. I have not been up to date at all with the scores during this tournament. So let's take a look real quick. Just for my sake. Iowa, Florida just getting started here. Well, they're 5 minutes into it. It's 9-8. Not a super high scoring game there. Tennessee, Virginia, 36-31 at halftime. Cool. Johnny's up by 13 on Kansas. You'll love to see them. I'm going to check out those box scores in a second. Let's take a look at the games that have already concluded here as Iowa State took care of business against Kentucky, gave them a waxing. That's the only game that concluded so far today? What is going on with the tournament schedule? Oh, no. Purdue beat Miami as well. I don't love this new schedule of one game at a time. I don't love that. The madness is a part of how many games is going on as well. Give me the madness. Give me the full madness. Let's go back to that. Anyway, let's check out the box score of the Johnny's game. G4 said, who do you got taking it all? Honestly, no idea. No idea. I've not been tuned into college basketball enough. I'm tell you what, I've been rooting for St. John's pretty hard. St. John's and UConn rooting pretty hard, but St. John's is better than UConn, especially this year. So I'm rooting for St. John's to win it all. Shock the world. Come on, St. John's. I mean, they're a 5 seed. It wouldn't be super shocking. But for St. John's to be back on top of the college world by winning the tournament would be phenomenal. Would be phenomenal. Zuby Ejiofor, 14. Bryce Hopkins, 15. Okay. As far as Kansas, what are they holding Peterson to? 14 points on 4 for 12 shooting, 3 for 6 from 3. Cool. I will say I think Darren Peterson is taking a little bit of a hit in terms of his offensive, his draft stock. I think at some point during the college season, he was the undisputed number 1 overall pick, and I think over the past couple of weeks, I don't want to say exposed. I don't want to use that strong language when talking about Darren Peterson, but I definitely think some cracks in his profile started to show a little bit. As far as him staying healthy, as far as his overall game as well, so definitely think some cracks started to show. Especially with the way guys like AJ DeBansta and Acuff is playing right now, Darius Acuff. You know, Darren Peterson is still obviously up there, but and something I love, because we did see this from a couple of earlier teams, and obviously they're not as deep as some of these teams, but actually utilizing your bench in college, useful, man. Useful. And like I said, I know St. John's is deeper than some of the other teams we saw. Like Siena not using any of their bench guys, to me, it's like, how many times are these guys going to get an opportunity to actually play college basketball? To not utilize any of your bench guys, to me, was like, come on, man. Like, give these guys an opportunity. Just an opportunity, even if it's 1 or 2 at a time. But either way, I do appreciate Patino, who knows what he's doing, clearly. Getting his guys an opportunity, getting all these guys. Everybody's gotten into the game for him. Even if it's 2 minutes for Sadiku, Ibine, Ayo, even if it's for him. Just play 2 minutes. But he got out there. Lefterist Leotopoulos, that's a name. It's a mouthful right there. I definitely butchered it. But Leotopoulos is a fun name. And he got out there for 4 minutes. 0 for 4 from the field and 0 for 3 from three-point range. I'll tell you what, he got his shots up. In 4 minutes, he got 3 attempts from 3 and 4 attempts total. It was a shot a minute out there. Miss Mar, what's up, Miss Mar? All right. We looked at the college games. Now, let's get to our coverage here. Let's go back on this. We don't need this anymore because now we got our Knicks game going on. So let's get to it. Let's talk at our guys. We got more than enough time. We got 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Ahmed said, I'm being on March Madness game, and it's a different atmosphere compared to any of the professionals that we watch. For the most part, playoffs atmosphere is definitely still there in comparison to college atmosphere. It's the playoffs, right? Comparing college atmosphere playoffs to NBA regular season atmosphere is going to be completely different. This is a conversation I used to have with my friends all the time, and I'm like, why are we comparing March NBA basketball to March Madness, the college playoffs? Like, it's going to be a completely different atmosphere, as it should. It's a playoff setting. It's a playoff setting, as opposed to NBA basketball, which is winding down its regular season. You're not going to get the greatest basketball or the greatest atmospheres, as you should. Yolo said, let's go Brunson. All right, so let's start it. Muhammad, what's up, Muhammad? Charles Austin, what's up, Charles? Half the roster of the Wizards are out. Yes, I did have this open before, but let me pull it open again, which is why there's not really much to cover with the Washington Wizards, but I'll pull them up and we'll go through, see how many of the guys we have player graphics made for are going to be out. No Anthony Davis, who I don't think I transferred over his player graphic over to the Wizards here because he's not going to play for them anyway. Jay Alexander, what's up, Jay? Knicks need to kick their butt. Absolutely. All right, so Jalen Brunson. It's kind of been up and down. We're waiting for JB to hit that smooth portion of his offensive capabilities. Right now, just not super consistent, not super comfortable knocking down the shots that we know he's capable of knocking down. So, I don't know, can we get back to that, JB? Can we get back to that? He has been doing a better job of distributing the ball and just being like, all right, I don't have it going right now, so Cat, you do your thing, and Anunoby, you do your thing, but you're not going to go too much further in the playoffs if Jalen Brunson isn't going to be Jalen Brunson. So we need Jalen Brunson to be Jalen Brunson. I'm not too worried about it at all because we've seen Jalen Brunson struggle before. He always figures it out, and come playoff time, he's a playoff riser. I fully expect him to be ready to go come playoff time, but Bible said if the Knickerbockers lose, wrap it up. I could definitely see them losing against the Wizards today. The Wizards just had a fun game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. It was like a 5 or 6 point game at the end of 3 quarters. So don't be surprised if this is a dogfight through 3 quarters. As long as the Knicks find a way to pull away towards the end and not have this come down to the final wire, I'll be fine with it. Hopefully they come in and blow this team out, but you never know. They are good basketball players, and once you get to this point where, like, end of the bench guys and some G League guys are getting an opportunity to play, like, these dudes are playing as if it's their playoffs because they need to make a name for themselves. They're trying to make money, right? Whereas the Knicks, their guys are all locked up, and they know that my money's not going to be made. I'm not going to make any more money by having a great game in March against the G League Wizards team. Right? I'm making my money. Brunson's making his money. Towns making his money. Josh Hart's making his money. Bridges, Anunoby. These guys are making their money from playoff basketball. So that's what their mindset is right now as we are in March and they're winding down their regular season and they're thinking, all right, get to mid-April healthy. Get to mid-April healthy. That is the only thing on their mind right now. Obviously, you don't want to just throw these games away, so you still got to go out there and do your job and pull off the victory, but it has not been impressive performance from the Knicks at all. And I would like to see them play well. It's not excusing them, but, you got to start building good habits, Knicks, and right now it feels like they're building bad habits. Bonita Grande, what's up, Bonita? Bruce Williams, what's up, Bruce? The way we play in the third and fourth quarter, we need that in the first and second quarter. Yeah, they've gone up to slow starts. Can we get off to a good start today, man? It's been the question for a while, for sure. Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? Captain Crunch reminds me of Derek Jeter. He'll come through when it's due. He always does. Bible said, Chef 8, have so much fun watching a game with you. And Chad, I feel the way we're watching a game without y'all. Appreciate you, Bible. Appreciate you, man. My guy, Joey DeLuca, said, Joey DeLuca in the house? Yes, sir. All right, let's go through it. Karl Anthony Towns has been absolutely spectacular post-All-Star break, in my opinion. I think it's the best defensive season he's ever had. And guess what? The offense and the percentages and the field goal shooting has been starting to come around. I do got to go through and update their overall player graphics and their percentages. As a matter of fact, this is the only guy I'm going to do it with, but I got to check out Karl Anthony Towns' overall stats here. I have not updated them in about, 2-ish weeks. So what I want to do is I want to go through and look at where our guy Towns is sitting at, especially with his three-point percentage, because that has obviously been a huge storyline all season long. 20 and 12 for Karl Anthony Towns right now, by the way. Just the calm 20 and 12. Overall, he is shooting, where are we at? 3-point percentage, 36.5. So actually, it's gone slightly down somehow, which is bonkers to me. 36.5. Huh. Don't love that. It's definitely felt like he's knocking down more threes, that's for sure. So Who knows? Who knows? I'll definitely tell you this. He's shooting it much better. He's now up to 49% from the field. If he can get over 50 before the end of the season, that is much more in line with where he's been throughout his career. So he's getting easier shots as well. The three-point shot, I feel like, is starting to come around, but the percentage is not showing that. But I feel like it's coming around. I'm going to stick with that. It's coming around. It's coming around. And come playoff time, I'm pretty confident he'll be good because he has been playing, I think, some of the best basketball he's ever played these past couple of weeks post All-Star break. Joey DeLuca said, Brunson needs to step it up, man. He does. He does, for sure. It's funny how they swapped roles. Jalen Brunson was the awesome, consistent one to start the year, majority of the year, pre-All-Star break, and Karl-Anthony Towns was the one that was inconsistent and struggling. Now it's flipped. Now Brunson's inconsistent and struggling, while Karl-Anthony Towns is the consistent one dominating games and helping the Knicks win games on a night-to-night basis. Can we just get both of these guys hooping like we're accustomed to, right? All right, let's get to OG Anunoby, who has been in dog mode. He's been fantastic attacking the rim post All-Star break. He's doing a great job of getting himself to the foul line, getting himself to the rim, and actually finishing at the basket at a pretty consistent rate, which is great to see because I'm not too concerned about his low three-point percentage, even though he was over 40% for the first couple months of the season before it started to dip down a little bit, now down to 35%, although it's starting to tick back up just a little bit here. But still hovering around 35% is not where you want it. Not where you want it at all. Went through a really bad slump there. But hopefully he's out of that funk. But speaking of being in a funk, can we get our guy Mikal Bridges out of funk, man? I thought that Brooklyn game was primed and ready for him to take a big jump and just be like, let me remind you guys, I'm still Mikal Bridges. I'm just taking a step back on this team. He did not do that. So, as we're playing these bad teams, can you do that for us? Can you give us a 15-point game? I'm not even asking for a lot. I'm literally asking for around your average. His average has precipitously dropped. I said Karl-Anthony Towns was the only guy I was going to do this for, but his average has to have dropped because I can't remember the last time he scored 10 points in a game. I really can't. It's felt like he's averaging 14.7 points. It went down a full 1 point. 14.7 points. He's not even averaging 15 points per game anymore. That's a problem. That's a big problem. The three-point shot has abandoned him. The mid-range shot has abandoned him. The finishing in the paint has abandoned him, despite it never really being there to begin with. But his entire offensive game is abandoning him right now. Right? We're lucky if we see 10 points out of Mikal Bridges on a nightly basis at this point of the season. So hopefully he can get out of this funk and get back to being the Mikal Bridges that at least we had before. Right? We're not asking for the world from him. We're literally asking for 15 points a game. 15, 4, and 4 is all I'm asking for at this point. Right? Crazy that we're at this point with Mikal Bridges. Susan said that's because Mikal is invisible, and it's never been a more truer statement than it has been these past 2 or so weeks for Mikal Bridges, man. Ever since Bam went off for 83 points, Mikal Bridges seemingly has disappeared from the NBA world. I don't know if he got monstered or what, but I don't know where he's at. I don't know what he's doing. I just don't know. I don't know at all. Also, let's pull up our Knicks coverage, by the way. Here we go. Can I watch the Knicks broadcast? Because that'd be great. That'd be great. All right. Ozahar, what's up, Ozahar? Ahmed said, has Cat realized this is not his team and he is playing his role? Maybe. I just think it was a huge adjustment in terms of role, right? The spots he has it on the court, where he's getting the ball. I think he's always accepted that this is not his team. Literally, the second he stepped foot in New York and got a microphone put in his face, he always refers to Jalen Brunson as Cap. Like, he knows this is Jalen Brunson's team. I don't think that was ever in question. I don't think he ever thought like, oh yeah, we're co-stars on this team. Well, they are co-stars, but I don't think he ever thought like, oh yeah, it's mine and Brunson's team. I always thought he was like, yes, this is Jalen Brunson's team. I'm coming to Jalen Brunson's team. I always felt like he recognized that and knew that from the jump. So I don't think that's necessarily the question. I think the question is just being comfortable in the spots on the court in which you're getting the ball, knowing where you're getting it, and knowing where your responsibilities are. But also, Mike Brown has been very vocal about this. He's like, my office is an open door. So if you have an issue with something or you think something can be improved upon, come talk to me. We'll figure it out. And I think it's been a lot of dialogue and discussion between like, look, man, I'm not comfortable doing these things. I'm not good at it. I'm not comfortable doing it. And I think there's been some compromises in terms of the way they run their offense and where Karl-Anthony Towns gets the ball. The kind of leash he has in order to do certain things. I also think he's made adjustments and compromises to his game in order to fit the Knicks offense much better in terms of having it in the high post and looking for cutters more so than looking to attack. You don't really see the straight line attacks from that high post positioning. He never really does it anymore unless he thinks he has a step. Jay Alexander, 1997, appreciate you, Jay. Thank you for subscribing, man. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you had a good time in the previous game as well, Jay. Thank you. Skomberg, what's up, Skomberg? Rotund Calzone, what's up, Rotund Calzone? Can anyone stop the Magic of Orlando? I think people could. I think the Thunder did a pretty good job of that the other day. Skomberg said, another day of Knicks basketball. What a great day. Thanks for the call. Appreciate you, Skomberg. It should be a good day, man. I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for a nice, easy victory today. I hope so. But in terms of Karl Anthony Towns and what he and how he has gotten comfortable with this team, he just has kind of accepted how this organization, how this coaching staff wants him to play. It is also, he's also, like I said, made compromises to his game, but I think the biggest compromise he made is not just realizing he's not just going to be a scorer on this team, right? I think last year it was like score and rebound, and then try to defend as best as you can and drop. And that clearly is an easier and simpler role, where he has a much more complicated role this season. And obviously it was a huge adjustment in terms of not just learning the offense, but getting comfortable doing more things and being relied upon to do more things, right? Like some players like Bridges and Anunoby are very reliant on Karl Anthony Towns' gravity and playmaking to get them shots within this offense. Now they need to be better, but G-Force at ETA till tip, we probably got about 9 minutes. It's usually 10 minutes after the advertised start time. So the start time for me is 7:30 because I'm on the East Coast here. 7:30 start time, and it's 10 minutes after that. So I usually go until around 7:40 before we switch over to covering the game. K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? Let's get to Josh Hart, who is, I believe, available today. Let me make sure we look that up because I think he was questionable. Wasn't he questionable? McCullers day-to-day, that's new. Shamet is out, and Josh Hart's not on the injury report, so Josh Hart available. Cool. So Josh Hart is available. He missed the game against the Brooklyn Nets. We saw the lack of energy that the Knicks had, and that is part of the reason why Josh Hart remains in the starting lineup. Josh Hart remains in the starting lineup because he brings a level of energy and oomph to this team. You know, some people describe it as toughness. I don't necessarily vibe with the toughness thing as to why Josh Hart's starting, but I think we're trying to say the same thing. I think it's just energy. Josh Hart brings a level of energy and speed to the starting lineup that they otherwise just don't have. I think Deuce McBride could provide that a little bit, but he is not the ball handler, pusher, and playmaker and finisher in the paint that Josh Hart is, the freight train coming down the lane that Josh Hart is, that he provides to the starting lineup, which is why I think he'll remain there. I don't mind, and I've said this before, and I'll maintain it, I don't mind Josh Hart in the starting lineup as long as when we play the great teams and they start ignoring Josh Hart from three and he starts missing shots from three, I just would like us to react quicker to that and say, okay, Josh, come out of the game for a couple of minutes. Let's put Deuce McBride in. Obviously, we don't have Deuce McBride. And no Landry Shamet tonight, so we'll see who they go to. But I just would like us to adjust more when Josh Hart doesn't have it going and teams are exploiting his weaknesses, right? Doesn't mean sit Josh Hart for forever. It just means, hey, maybe a little bit less Josh Hart tonight with the way they're covering him and the way he's shooting. As long as he's knocking down his shots and he's shooting it confidently, he could play 35 minutes for all I care, 40 minutes. I love Josh Hart. But when he's not hitting them, and more often than not he is not, even though he's shooting 40% from three-point range, it's on very low volume because he's not a confident shooter for whatever reason. Brother, just put them shots up there, big dog. Just put them threes up there. So, he is available tonight, which is a good sign for the Knicks, right? Fully healthy team outside of Shamet and McBride, which are two important bench players, but the Knicks should be able to overcome against this Wizards team. Sean Edit said more effective than Bridges. Yeah, I know the conversation now is Mikal Bridges out of the starting lineup. I don't think the starting lineup needs to be changed or should be changed. I think a little bit of a mentality shift needs to change. I don't necessarily think the starting lineup is a huge issue, and I don't think inserting somebody from Mikal Bridges into the starting lineup would be an improvement. Again, I think for the most part, Mikal Bridges' defense has been really solid throughout his offensive struggles these past couple of weeks, and I don't really want to mess with that. I also don't really want to mess with the chemistry that is built up with the starting lineup. I think they're just in a little bit of a funk overall, and they just got to get out of it. Hopefully playing higher level competition, as this should be our last, this should be an easy win. This should be our last game before the end of the season, right? We can take a look at the schedule real quick because, again, there's not much to talk about with the Wizards as we are getting ready for tip-off. We got about 5 minutes to go to it. They're doing the national anthem and everything right now. Mitchell Robinson is good, solid. He had a good game against the Nets. all of that. Shadow Mitchell Robinson continues to be very good off the bench. One of the better backup bigs in the NBA. He's a starting caliber center. We know they are trying to protect him as much as possible going into the playoffs, and so far it's worked wonders because he is healthy, playing some of the better basketball in his career going into the playoffs now. Ian Parkins, what's up, Ian? Buzzer Beater, what's up, Buzzer Beater? Mojo, what's up, Mojo? Let's go. I would like for Brunson to be way aggressive. He takes a lot of nights off. Does he take a lot of nights off? I think Jalen Brunson's one of the harder workers on the team. I don't think he does. Trapped in the 90s, I saw it before too. Appreciate you, Trapped in the 90s, as always. Who is Richie? What's up, who is Richie? Let's go Wizards. There you go. We got a Wizards fan in the chat. Appreciate you, Richie. Appreciate you. Deuce McBride remains out. No real update. He is doing some contact drills in practice, but he remains without a timetable. We do know they want to try to get him back before the end of the regular season so he can catch a rhythm. Landry Shamet is also out for the first time in a while. He's out with a knee thing. I assume mostly kind of just rest, as he has been also kind of in a slump for a while. If only they can give Mikal Bridges a rest, but his Iron Man streak is too important to him. Jose Alvarado will get a ton of minutes with no McBride and no Landry Shamet. We should be seeing a lot of minutes of Jose Alvarado. He's starting to round into the game. He's got good chemistry in the pick and roll with Karl-Anthony Towns, but outside of that, we need the offense to get going as well. When Brunson missed that one game, he was great, 16 and 10 and 1 turnover. Can we get more of that from Jose Alvarado? I'd appreciate it. Naughty goes with the Naughty goes. The Wizards are going to be the most insane disaster next season. Are they? Are they? I mean, the injuries could play a factor. We'll see who they get in the draft. They could also just be really fun. Who knows? Our guy Mo Diawara, I'm expecting to get a ton of minutes. He's coming off maybe his best game as a Knick. Definitely statistically his best game as a Knick, but in terms of his impact, maybe not so much. But definitely statistically his best game. He had like 8, 7, and 5 or something like that. I thought he was incredibly impactful and fun. Was moving the ball around, was getting everybody involved, had 5 assists. I'm hoping to see more Diawara tonight, especially with no Landry Shamet. So we'll see. We'll definitely see more Alvarado. We'll definitely see some Diawara. Maybe we see some Jeremy Sohan as well. Who knows? Shout out Jeremy Sohan, signed to the team, doesn't really have a role on the team right now. It is more about fight for an opportunity next year come training camp. So we'll see. We'll see. Jordan Clarkson is also going to get a ton more minutes here today without Landry Shamet. Against this Wizards team, you probably don't need a ton of defensive pressure, although I will say Clarkson is one of the few guys who is playing really hard defensively in that Nets game. It was him and Mitch, I think, were the two guys playing exceptionally hard defensively. Everybody else had their moments for the most part, but obviously we watched that game. It was not a good game overall. G4 said Mo is your favorite. Mo's my favorite. Mo's my favorite. My favorite player on the team is Mitchell Robinson. Second favorite player on the team is Mo Diawara. It just is. Sorry. My favorite player on the team. Second favorite player on the team. Buzzer Beater said, where the heck is AP? Where is AP? Where's AP? AP left a very, very fun comment the other day on the stream. He was at the game, at the Brooklyn Nets game in Barclays, and hopefully he's in the chat tonight so we could have that conversation. But so Jordan Clarkson, he's going to play a ton of minutes tonight with no Landry Shamet, no Deuce McBride. Maybe we see Tyler Kolek, although I doubt it, but he's a break glass in case of emergency guy. Sometimes he plays, sometimes he doesn't. Usually when a point guard is out, whether it's Alvarado or Brunson, neither of those guys are out, so we probably don't see Tyler Kolek tonight, although we could. Now we get to the Washington Wizards here, and there's not much to go about because let's pull up their injury report. I got it pulled up here. So Keyshawn George, right? I always call him Keyshawn. Keyshawn George, out. Trae Young, out. Alex Sarr, out. Who else we got? Bilal Coulibaly is playing. Okay, Bilal Coulibaly. I didn't bother to update their player graphics. I'm sorry. It's the Washington Wizards, and majority of their guys are out, so I didn't bother putting in the work and the effort to update their player graphics. There's not much to talk about. Coulibaly, a little bit of a disappointing season this year. He's not really the guy to worry about. The guy to worry about is not Chris Middleton, who's no longer on this team. Forgot to move his player graphic out. Is Bub Carrington. Bub Carrington, with more opportunity, is scoring more, playing more, and playing better overall after a really slow start to the season. So shout out Bub Carrington. He'll be, one of the go-to guys offensively here for the Washington Wizards. The Knicks have the players to defend him well, which is why I'm not too worried about this game, but you never know. You never know. Like I said, this Washington Wizards team, this very same team with these very same injuries, played the Oklahoma City Thunder very close and very well through 3 quarters. So, before the Thunder finally pulled away in the 4th. Chaos Kid, what's up, Chaos Kid? Could be a good tough game for the Knicks yet again here tonight. Trey Johnson out. And that wraps up the Wizards graphics we have. So everybody pretty much out. And we know, obviously, Anthony Davis, I didn't even swap over his player graphic in because he's out. Probably won't play for the rest of the regular season. D'Angelo Russell is now on this team. He's out. Cam Whitmore has been out majority of the season since January. So, you know. Starting lineup is Bub Carrington. Will Riley's been playing well. Bilal Coulibaly. Jameer Watkins, the rookie. And Tristan Vukcevic, who is... playing decently at times, but again, how do they match up against this Knicks starting lineup? They have their full slate of guys: Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Hart, and Towns. So, come on, guys. Handle business. Handle business. All right, let's get to it. G4 said, quickly, 30 seconds, outlook on the Celtics game and prediction. The Celtics should win it. I think Anthony Edwards is out. So the Celtics should be able to win that somewhat easily. It should still be a good game, though. All right, can we get to the... Jeez Louise. All right, here we go. The Knicks win the tip, and we're off and running. Oh, man, and we had time, and I didn't change our thing. My bad. The Knicks are home, by the way. So let's reset our scoreboard. Let's reset our timer. Oh, man, I had time, and I didn't do it, guys. I'm so sorry. Brunson on the right wing, off the town screen, mid-range, pump fake, puts up the mid-range jumper, got it to go. And that's a good start for Jalen Brunson there. Now let me change our score bug here. That's from our previous game we did. So now... we are Knicks versus the Wizards, which is the last one here. Boom, boom, boom. See? Just like that. Very easy. Coulibaly has it down low, runs over Jalen Brunson, who picks up the offensive foul, and the ball will go back to the Knicks. Brunson forcing the turnover defensively. There you go. Nice offensive start for Brunson, nice defensive start, and we're off and running. But we didn't really miss any time. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? Brunson bringing it down. They get it over to Bridges. Bridges up top being guarded by Will Riley. Bridges trying to get it to Brunson. Coulibaly guarding him tight. Gets it over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Vukcevic. Back to Bridges. Coming to his right off a double screen. Driving it down. Mid-range. Step back. Fall away jumper. Got it to go from Mikal. Okay, I'm going to get hyped for Mikal a little bit. Because boy, oh boy, did the Knicks need him. It's a 4-0 start. Okay. Coulibaly bringing it down. He has it up top. They get it over to Vukcevic. Vukcevic can spread it out to the perimeter. He's got a little jump shot on him. They hit Bub Carrington, come back door on Bridges. An awkward angle. Can't get the floater to go down. Rebound to the Knicks, and now here comes Brunson. Brunson a pull-up left wing three. Can't get it to go. Bridges knocks the rebound loose, but Coulibaly able to pick it up, and Coulibaly gets it over to Carrington, who'll bring it down. Also, I don't have the scoreboard up for you guys. My bad. The game cast. Here we go. Vukcevic lines up a three. Gets it to go down. Nothing but net over Jalen Brunson. Too late to close out on the pick and pop. MBM, what's up, MBM? Niall Dimitri, appreciate you, Niall, of course, as always. So Bridges has it up top, coming to his right. Gets it over to Brunson, over to Towns. Towns in the high post. Back up top to Brunson. Swings through to his left, down the lane. Bump, pull-up jumper. Got it to go for JB. All right, nice and easy. The Wizards bringing it down the other way. They get it over to Carrington, over to Coulibaly, down the lane, misses the layup. Josh Hart the rebound, good defense from Towns. Hit ahead past the Bridges, Bridges going towards the rim, stop, one-legged floater, got it to go down from Mikal. There you go, Mikal. There you go. 2 for 2 from the field. I love to see that, Mikal. It's 8-3 to start. Knicks actually getting off to a decent start here. Hey, first time in a while, the Knicks getting off to a decent start. Coulibaly has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Swings through to his left, tries to throw the pocket pass to Vukcevic, and they call a kick ball. They call a kick ball on Towns. Towns arguing that he got it with his hand before it hit his foot, so it shouldn't be a kick ball, but they're going to keep it here with the Wizards. Chin King Kong, what's up, Kong? Nice start. So far, nice start. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Right? This Knicks team has let us down before. Will Riley catches, pump fakes, mid-range pull-up jumper for Riley. Got it to go. Will Riley has also been one of the go-to guys late season, really showing some things, a possible, part of the solution for the Wizards here. Brunson coming off a screen in the backcourt from Towns. Brunson in the lane, throws up a high floater, can't get it to go. Towns gets the tip to go down as Vukcevic had to come over to contest the Brunson floater. Even though he missed it, he knew Towns had the opportunity to get the offensive rebound. Carrington leans in, puts up the three, doesn't get it to go, but gets ran into by Mikal Bridges, and Carrington will go to the foul line for 3 free throws with just under 9 minutes to go. Here we go. All right. Getting some NBA action here. 10-5. Waterboy, because Cub in for the Wizards, we wouldn't know. Barely know their starters. That's a you thing, Bible. That's a you thing. I know these starters. I know Vucevic. I know Jameer Watkins. I know Carrington. I know Coulibaly. Will Riley is the new addition this season who kind of came out of nowhere, but I do know of Will Riley this season because of the way he's played. You got to know the name. So I know the starters. They are end of the bench guys as far as Watkins and Vucevic go. But Watkins is a rookie, second-round pick. Carrington goes 2 for 3 from the foul line. Brunson will bring it down the other way. Isaiah Garner said Kansas was overrated. They were indeed. They were indeed. Brunson has it up top. Being guarded by Carrington. That's not Carrington. Towns misses the straightaway 3. Coulibaly the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Gets it over to Riley. Riley swings through to his right, kicks it up top. A 3 for Watkins. 3. Throws up an air ball. Throws up an air ball for Jameer Watkins. Here comes Brunson bringing it down, being guarded by Watkins. Brunson has it up top, dancing around a Town screen. Coming to his right, Brunson. Slip past the Towns. Towns stops, mid-range, puts up the jumper. He's open, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound, goes over to Watkins. Here comes Will Riley bringing it down. Sean edits, what's up, Sean? Iowa beat Florida. There you go. There you go. Will Riley puts up the 3 over Brunson. Too long, can't get it to go. Rebound goes right to Vucevic, who off of one leg puts up the foul line jumper immediately off the rebound, and he gets it to go down. It's a 1-point game, 10-9. This is why I said let's not get too high on this Knicks start. Brunson a pull-up 3. He's got space, and Brunson knocks it down, getting 3 points right back. 13-9. Brunson off to a good offensive start so far. Carrington dancing with it in the mid-range. Towns now picks him up, stops in the mid-range, puts up the jumper. Got it to go for Bub Carrington. 13-11. 2-point game. 7:30 to go. Timer's a minute behind, but we'll catch up. Larry, what's up, Larry? I'm not happy St. John's got to play Duke. I mean, I'm pretty happy about it. Let's go. Let's ride. Josh Hart down the lane, throws up the floater, gets it to go down. Josh Hart wanting the foul call on a jersey grab. I think I saw it for sure, so I think he's got a gripe against the official. Carrington down the lane, throws out a lefty hook pass out the Coulibaly. Coulibaly back to Carrington. Carrington the cross-court pass to Vucevic. Vucevic dancing with it against Towns, steps back, pump fakes, swings it out to Carrington, catches, pump fakes down the lane, and Brunson ends up grabbing him, and it's a foul. Carrington knocks down the fall-away jumper anyway. Obviously does not count. It's after the foul, but Carrington's got the jump shot going tonight. We got 7 minutes to go here. And Vucevic has it up top. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it. Cross-court pass. 3. For Coulibaly. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart rips down a rebound. And Josh Hart will bring it down. Hart gets it over to Towns up top. Towns swings through to his right. Goes right through the chest. And a blocking foul on Vucevic. Trying to slide with Towns. Towns is going to go to the foul line for 2. Karl-Anthony Towns just jumped right through Vucevic there. And we're going to have a timeout. The broadcast does not indicate that it's a challenge, so it's just a regular timeout, I think. Usually you get a timeout just under 7 minutes if there's not a stoppage in play already. So we are just under 7 minutes to go here, 6:41, and after this timeout, the Knicks should have 2 free throws here for Towns. Lana Mona said, Sheffy for Streamer of the Year. Appreciate you, Lana. Appreciate you. Bible said, Duke deserves playing some competition. They do. They do. I mean, that game against Siena was insane. Insane. They didn't deserve to win that game. They didn't deserve to beat Siena there. What games are going on in college right now? So we got some NBA scores going on, right? The Knicks are the only game tipping off? Yeah. So the Knicks and the Nets are the only games going on right now. Knicks versus the Wizards, Nets versus Kings. Battle of the bottom up here in Knicks-Kings. Both of these teams desperately want a loss, man. The Kings at 18-53. The Nets are 17-53. You want to be the worst record in the NBA, man. So the Kings definitely want a loss. They want to give the Nets a win. One of these teams got to win. Christian Blake said Iowa, Florida. We're going to go through the college score real quick here. There is a challenge, by the way. They did use a challenge. The broadcast got to do better at indicating whether or not to challenge. And it looks like Towns uses the left arm to kind of push off on Vucevic there. And I think they're going to change this to an offensive foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. Stop using the off arm, big dog. I think they're going to give him the offensive foul. We'll see. Hopefully not. Yeah, so these are the only 2 games on right now. And then we have Timberwolves Celtics tipping off in about 20 minutes. Still Marte. What's up, Marte? Oh, you saw the Laker game last night? It was crazy. I didn't see the Laker game. I did just see the highlights, though. College basketball is on, brother. College basketball is on. I know the Lakers have been going crazy, though. Christian placed at 19 to Iowa, up 6 on number 1 Florida right now. All right, let's take a look. Let's get rid of Towns here. Let's get rid of Bridges. Let's open this up. Let's get back to Espin. That's not what I wanted. So let's get back to Espin. St. John, was that a 2-point win? Whoa, look at Kansas roaring back to try and steal that one against St. John's. All right, shout out Kansas. I'll give you some respect there. All right, before we check out the slate, what was the box score on this? What did Peterson end up with? Peterson tried to dig him out of it, 21 points. Cool. All right, they fought to the end. All right, let's check out the full slate. Yeah, Iowa up 6 on Florida right now. Early in the game, 5 minutes to go in the first half. All right, they stand the call. Call stands. Washington loses the challenge, end the timeout, and Carl Anthony Towns still gets his 2 free throws. Joe said, you mean St. John's yet won? Yes. Did I say something else? St. John's did win. St. John did win. Tennessee is up 6 on Virginia. 6 over the 3. Then we're going to get Utah State against Arizona, UCLA versus UConn, Texas Tech versus Bama, and that'll be it. That'll be it. I don't love this new way of doing these games where there's one game after another. Put all these games on at the same time, man. I want the madness. That's what we're here for. Don't start them at 12 and end them at when the final game start. 9:45. No, start them at 6 and put like 3 of them on at the same time, and I will flip through the channels and try to watch as much basketball as possible. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. All right, Towns hits the first free throw. Let's get back to it. He's got one more coming. Take said, Tay Cowboys. What's up, Tay? Cat is being fouled first. That's a blocking foul. And they did keep it a blocking foul, which is nice to see. Carl Anthony Towns knocks down both free throws. Thank you, Big Cat. And it's 17-11, a 6-point lead for the Knicks, and a halfway decent start for the Knicks here tonight. A halfway decent start for the Knicks. My goodness, it's been a while. It's not a great start, but it's a decent start, right? It's a regular start, not a slow start. 17-11. 6:30 to go in this first quarter, approaching the halfway point. Koulibaly trying to bully his way to the rim. Josh Hart picks up a steal. Great defense from the Knicks. Brunson shot out of a cannon, pushing it the other way. Wizards do a good job getting back on defense. Brunson crosses over on Vukcevic, draws the foul on him. That's 2 fouls on Tristan Vukcevic, their big man, their young big man. And it's going to send him to the bench. I don't know who the backup big for the Washington Wizards is, especially with no Alex Sarr. So, Joe's Dad said a handful of college teams outscored the Knicks the other day. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. In 40 minutes of basketball. While the Knicks played 48 minutes. Aisha, what's up, Aisha? Happy to see you. Tay said, you can't slide or jump into a player, then cry for an offensive foul. Well, Towns did use the off arm. But like you said, he got fouled first. So, that is where that call came from. I agree with you on that. Brunson knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Raymond said, looking good so far. So far. Like I said, it's hard to get ahead of ourselves when it comes to the New York Knicks, especially with how they've started as of late. Army, what's up, Army? Happy to see you again, brother. Aisha, appreciate you. So Mitchell Robinson comes in, Jordan Clarkson comes in, and that's it. Just Mitchell Robinson and Jordan Clarkson. Usually he goes with 3 guys subbing in at the halfway point, but only going with the 2 here. I guess no Shamit, so no third substitution. Where's my guy Mo Diawara, man? Bring him in. Brunson goes 2 for 2 from the foul line, so there you go. The Knicks knocking down their free throws here tonight. Approaching the halfway point of this first quarter, 19-11. Jameer Watkins has it up top, hands it off to Koulibaly. Carrington. That's Carrington. And a defensive 3 seconds. I think Mikal Bridges is going to give Bub Carrington a free point here. Free throw. JMP, what's up, JMP? Juan here. What's up, Juan? Appreciate you, brother. Carrington knocks down the team technical free throw. So 19-12 now. Army said, I decided to do the responsible thing. Dial back my gambling, just cut my losses for the day and enjoy sports. That's a pretty good decision, Army. That's a responsible decision. Appreciate that, man. As somebody who's not in the gambling himself, I appreciate you recognizing that. Brunson ends up fouling Koulibaly going to the rim with 6 minutes to go. Brunson, not a fan of the foul call. MBM said, bottom line is Knicks win again. They didn't call in the act of shooting, so they get it into, I think that's Sharife Cooper out there. Cooper. Now Koulibaly attacking the lane, throws up the floater, gets it to go down. Slicing through the Knicks defense there. And it's a 5-point game, 19-14, 5:48 to go. Brunson up top, coming to his left, spinning back to his right off the Josh Hart screen. Steps back on the right wing for a three, and Brunson gets it to go down. His second made three of the game. Jalen Brunson having a pretty good offensive start tonight. He's up to 9. A three for Carrington, trying to answer. He can. Robinson secures the rebound. Robinson hands it off to Bridges. Bridges, quick outlet to Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson bringing it down in the lane against Anthony Gill. Pump fake. Tries to leave it off for Mitchell Robinson. A really bad pass for Clarkson. Hit head pass to nobody from Carrington. Did it just slip out of his hands or something? Pass was nowhere near his teammate. Just throws it out of bounds. Threw it way too far ahead of him on a bounce pass attempt. So the ball's going to go back to the Knicks here as they have an 8-point lead, 22-14. I think it's safe to say it was a good start. Right, I've been cautious in saying that, but I think it's safe to say they've gotten off to a good start here. Here we go. Brunson gets it over to Robinson. Robinson fakes the handoff, gets it out to Hart. Josh Hart coming to his left off the Robinson screen, throws a lob up top, and Mitchell Robinson throws it down with 2 hands. Always love to see them involve Mitchell Robinson in the offense, and there's the 10-point lead for the New York Knicks, 24-14. Now I can officially say it's a good start. Joseph Taylor, what's up, Joseph? Isaiah Gardner, appreciate you. Anthony Gill hands it off to, I don't know who this young man is. A step back, fall away jumper. Throws up an air ball. Anthony Gill saves it. Off of Mikal Bridges. It's going to stay here with the Wizards. Who was that? Jaden Hardy. Wow. That was Jaden Hardy on the mid-range step back jumper. I knew I recognized that jump shot, but I couldn't tell who it was. That's because I've never seen Jaden Hardy wear a Wizards jersey. Didn't even realize he was on the team. Not going to lie. Chirp. What's up, Chirp? Cooper gets it into Koulibaly, gets it out to Cooper. Cooper dancing around the screen, Brunson chasing, stops, pulls it out, being guarded by Robinson, crosses over down the lane, scoop layup, gets blocked by Robinson. And it's a shot clock violation, and the Knicks are upset with the violation call because they wanted to get out and run. But they're going to have to inbound it here. Lana Motor said, 570 watching, not enough likes, Knicks fans. Appreciate you, Lana. Reminding people to hit the like button if you are enjoying the show in the chat. It is the best way to show support to the channel, and I very much appreciate it, y'all. Thank you for that. 4:30 to go. Robinson hands it off to Brunson. He's going to stop. Pump fake, driving it down in the mid-range. Pump fakes again, steps through, puts up the floater off glass, and he smokes a floater. Come on, JB. But he knocks the rebound over to Robinson, knocked out of bounds out of Robinson's hands, but they're going to call it out of bounds off of Robinson. The ball is going to go back to the Wizards here. Got to knock down the easy ones, JB. Come on, big dog. Army said Towns, 9 rebounds. Brunson, 2 3-pointers. Mikal Bridges, 1 3-pointer. Mikal Bridges can knock down a 3-pointer tonight. I'd appreciate it. Clarkson guarding. Koulibaly up top. He's coming to his right off a couple of screens. Pulls it out. Kicks it up top to Hardy. Hardy being guarded by Clarkson now. Hardy, attacking to his left, down the lane, stops, shoves off on Clarkson. Should have been an offensive foul. Clarkson ends up coming up a steal. Great defense from Jordan Clarkson, who's been very solid at that as of late. Bridges lobs it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart is going to pull it up top, throws it down low to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Cooper. He's got the size advantage. Pump fake, leans in, can't get a shot off. Good defense from Cooper. Bridges throws up the fall-away jumper anyway. Robinson knocks the rebound out, but right into Jaden Hardy's hands. Hardy bringing it down on the right wing, shoves it over to Gill. Anthony Gill keeps it, kicks it out to Hardy. Hardy ran up the line by Bridges, kicks it in the corner to Koulibaly. Koulibaly in the right corner, spins off of Josh Hart. Josh Hart picks his pocket, pushing it the other way. Great defense from Josh Hart and the Knicks there. Josh Hart gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Brunson, a right wing 3 for Brunson. Comes up well short on that one. Careens off the front of the rim. Shallow rebound goes to Cooper, and Sharife Cooper will bring it down. Josh Hart trying to pick him up. He's coming off the screen, kicks it up top to Anthony Gill. Catches, pump fakes, fly by defense by Robinson. Scoop layup, gets it to go by Anthony Gill. And 3:20 to go. Or 3:10 to go. Robinson up top, hands it off to Josh Hart. And finally, a score happened. It was sitting at 24-14 for a while. Josh Hart lines up a 3 and gets it to go off the bounce. Love to see Josh Hart, especially off the bounce threes like that, because that shows some confidence, man. That shows some confidence. 27-16 now. 11-point lead for the Knicks. This is the largest lead of the game. Cooper kicks it out. Anthony Gill catches, pump fakes, hesitates from 3, gets it over to Cooper, being guarded by Robinson. Cooper trying to attack. Now he's going to pull it out. And look to make something happen against Robinson. I love when guards think they can isolate against Robinson. Cooper along the baseline, kicks it up top to Hardy. Hardy's going to catch and fire the deep three over Clarkson. Good contest and close out from Clarkson. Hardy just knocks it down anyway. Good defense from better offense. And that's going to bring us to a timeout here. And it's an 8-point lead for the Knicks. Army said, Knicks came out of the season on fire. I thought they were going to be the team to beat. Some argue they are still the team to beat in the East, at least. The Thunder are always going to be the team to beat for the foreseeable future as long as that core is intact and they're healthy. They are going to get J-Dub back. It was just announced he's ready to give it a go in their next game, just in time to play the Knicks. Fun. But, yeah, the overall in the NBA, the Thunder are the team to beat. And as far as the East goes, obviously now with Jason Tatum back, it changes the calculus of the East. But the Knicks are right there. Are right there. Army said, wow, you might belong on a major network. Hopefully, brother. Hopefully. Hopefully one day. Tyrone Turner. What's up, Tyrone? The Knicks might get 30. Like in this quarter. I mean, with 2.5 to go and 27 points, I hope they could score at least 3 more points. K. Hazy said, love that we have more than 20 points in the first quarter. Yeah, I mean, 25 is like the lowest bar you could set for a quarter, right? 25 is like, if you score 25 a quarter, you get to 100 points. Scoring 100 points in a basketball game is like the minimum bar. Like, you should at least be getting to 100 points. So 25 to me is always the bare minimum in a quarter, especially in modern day offense with how much the scoring is going around. So I'm with you there. My bar is 25, and they got 27 with 2.5 to go. So if they can get over 30, great quarter. Great quarter, right? Like, anytime you can score over 30 in a quarter, it's great. 27 is about the average. Bible said the Spurs are the team to beat in winning a championship. You can't be a team to beat when you don't have a singular playoff win during your era, right? So Wemby hasn't even played a playoff game yet. Steph Castle hasn't even played a playoff game yet. So, you know, you can't be the team to beat. You can't. You just can't. Like, I'm not counting them out of possibly making a finals run, but you can't be the team to beat. You are not the team to beat. The team to beat is the team that won the championship and then got better this season. They literally added Jared McCain for nothing. So it is definitely the Warriors. I mean, the Warriors. Jeez Louise. Flashback to the Warriors dynasty. It's definitely the Oklahoma City Thunder. As far as the East goes, it's pretty open. I could see the Cavs making it. Obviously, I could see the Knicks making it. I could see the Celtics making it. I'm still iffy on Detroit making it, but those other teams, I could see them making it. Detroit, maybe. They're in the maybe category. The other 3 teams, I could definitely see them making it all the way to a finals. Ahmed said, but we have the easiest schedule coming up. The Knicks have the easiest schedule coming up? Not really. Not really. We'll go through the schedule as the night goes on, for sure. We'll check out the rest of the league schedule as well, especially the top 3 teams in the East. Here we go. Clarkson has it up top. He's being guarded by Hardy. Over to Anunoby on the right wing. Pump fake, swing through to his left. Throws a lob up top to Robinson. Gets knocked out of the air by Gill. Not a good possession there for Anunoby. Anunoby's been very quiet so far to start the game. Pushing it the other way. Jaden Hardy then knocks down a left corner 3. And just like that, it is back to a 5-point game on back-to-back threes from Jaden Hardy. Alvarado is now in the game, coming to his left off a Robinson screen, snaking it back to his right hand, out to Anunoby, driving it down, almost travels, kicks it out to Clarkson, cross-court pass, beautiful pass. Diawara knocked me down. Mo Diawara, baby! I'm always going to get hyped from Mo Diawara buckets. Gets those 3 points right back. You love to see it. We got 2 minutes to go, under 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Hardy has it up top to get it over to Jameer Watkins. Jameer Watkins has it up top. And that's Cooper, excuse me. Sharif Cooper has it up top, behind the back pass to Anthony Gill. Anthony Gill's been threatening that 3-point shot all night, and there's a reason why Mitchell Robinson continues to leave him open as he doesn't even hit iron on that one. All backboard on a straightaway 3, wide open. Alvarado has it up top, trying to call out a set. Waving people away. They get it over to Diawara. He's going to attack to his left, gets in the lane, kicks it over to Clarkson. Clarkson back to Diawara, walks behind the 3-point line, a left wing 3. Ooh, in and out halfway down. Mo Diawara, man, if he would have knocked that one down. Relic, what's up, Relic? Cooking Vibes, what's up, Cooking Vibes? KP. Hardy, another 3. Can't get that one to go. Anunoby battling on the glass, knocked out of bounds. They're going to keep it here with the Wizards. Anunoby hit the floor. He wanted a foul, doesn't get it. 1 minute to go in this first quarter. It's a 7-point lead for the New York Knicks, 29-22. Delu Marie, what's up, Delu Marie? Give me some Mo. Whatever Busta Rhymes said. Whatever that guy said. Absolutely, I'm with you. They get it over to that young man. Who's that? Now they get it out to Cooper, being guarded by Alvarado. Swings through to his right, down the lane, blows past him in the paint, kicks it in the corner. Hardy falling out of bounds, a three. Got it to go. Can we guard Jaden Hardy and Anunoby all over him? I know he's fading out of bounds, and that's technically good defense and a terrible shot from Hardy, but can we? That's his third three already in this quarter. Cooking Vibe said, I just heard the announcer say that the Timberwolves never won a game in Boston Arena. Really? That's hard to believe. That's crazy. That's a crazy stat if true. Who is in the game right now for the Washington Wizards? Who is that young man? That is Leaky Black is in the game. There you go. Leaky Black. UNC legend. UNC legend. Christian Blaze said, this dude is so wholesome rooting for rookies while most Knicks fans are complaining about the whole team despite being the number 3 seed, the number 2 seed. Hey, man, shout out Mo Diawara, man. Love that guy. Alvarado can't hit the floater, but a loose ball foul is called on the Washington Wizards, trying to keep Mitchell Robinson off the glass. We've got 36 seconds to go. Anunoby left corner 3 of the inbounds. Got it to go. Welcome to the game, OG Anunoby. Welcome to the game, brother. Why did they have one more point than they should have? 32-25. When did I give them that? 25 seconds to go. Cooper has it up top, being guarded by Alvarado. They get over to Hardy. Hardy curling off a screen. Gets it back over to Cooper. Cooper back to Hardy. Hardy catches. Fires the 3 over Robinson. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound. Gill snatches it in the paint. Lays it up and in. Snatching it over Mo Diawara. Got to be better on the glass, Mo. But come on, guys. Come on. Some of the defensive possessions there. Hardy 3 threes in this first quarter. Don't love that. Robinson gets it out to Alvarado. Good manipulation from Alvarado. Get an open 3. Can't get it to go. Hardy snatches the rebound. Here comes Jaden Hardy. Heaves it from the half-court line. Good look. Can't get it to go. Comes up well short. And that would be the end of our first quarter right there. It's a 5-point lead for the Knicks. An actual decent, half-decent start for our New York Knicks. 32 first quarter points. Finally. 32-27 here against the Washington Wizards. And like I said, Zane, what's up, Zane? Hey, OG Anunoby is out there for sure. He's hooping a little bit. Knocked down a 3, 1 for 1. 0 rebounds, 0 assists. Need more from OG. I'll tell you that. Army said, that D you are shot, you got stoked about, was it 2? The one from ODOR? Oh, that's why they took a point away from Mo. Gotcha. Toe on the line from ODOR. Get your toes behind the line, Knicks. What are we doing? Come on, Mo. Get your toe behind the line. You know better. Still, he knocked it down, though. I'll tell you that. He knocked it down. Overall, Knicks, I mean, if they can just dominate the boards the way they're kind of built to dominate the boards, I think they'll be fine and be able to pull away against the Washington Wizards here. Got to give credit to the Washington Wizards. And Anthony Gill, I was very impressed with Anthony Gill's physicality and defense in there, kind of playing small ball center against Mitchell Robinson. Held his own. More than held his own. I thought he was solid. Thought he was very solid. Judges that at 11 threes for the Wizards seems like a lot. Did they make 11 threes? They didn't make 11 threes, right? They attempted 11 threes? Right? That's got to be what we're saying. Curtis Painter. What's up, Curtis? OG on fire since injury. He has been, since coming back from the toe injury. 4 for 11. They're 4 for 11. Yeah, so they took 11 threes. How many threes did the Knicks take? 8. Yeah, it's a lot of threes for the Washington Wizards. I mean, Jaden Hardy came in and hit 3 of them. So without him, he was 3 for 4 from 3, I believe, or 3 for 5. We could check that in a second. But he hit 3 of them. So without Jaden Hardy, they would have hit 1 3, and the Knicks would have had a double-figure lead. So Jaden Hardy did a good job coming to the game and changing the tenor of the game. But if the Knicks can just kind of crack down on him, which should not be too difficult, you know, they should be able to pull away from this one and have an actual easy night against an inferior opponent. You know, just don't have another close call against the tanking team. Like you did against the Golden State Warriors, who were playing the Santa Cruz Warriors out there, and like you did against the Brooklyn Nets the other night. So, you know, give us an easy victory for sure. For sure. Judges that said half their shots were threes. That's true. 22 field goal attempts, 11 three-point attempts, so. Neither team winning the possession battle. Both have taken 22 shots here. Here we go. Start of the second quarter. Zane said Knicks need stops and keep that field goal percentage. They do. They do. Stops would go a long way in building the lead here. If they can slow down Jaden Hardy, who's got 9 points already on 3 threes. Cooper has it up top, pulling it back out. Mo Diawara is guarding Jaden Hardy. Lock him up, Mo. Lock him up. Cooper driving to his right, fall away baseline jumper. Got it to go. That was a horrific shot attempt from Sharife Cooper. Jose Alvarado draped all over him. Towns also in the vicinity, and Cooper knocks down the baseline jumper after dribbling out the whole shot clock. They get it out to Towns. Towns up top being guarded by Gill. This should not be a matchup that should be in the Wizards' favor here. Towns should be able to dominate. Jab step, driving to his left to the rim, hangs in the air. Can't get the layup to go, battling on the glass, gets his own offensive rebound, gets the putback, got it to go. Towns looking for the foul call, and I got to agree, man. I got to agree. And a delay game warning against the Knicks, but can you blow the whistles? Washington, Karl-Anthony Towns getting hacked all the way to the rim. They get it over to Will Riley, being guarded by Anunoby. Will Riley's having a very excellent end to his season here, trying to show that he deserves an opportunity. Towns gets called for a foul against Riley attacking the basket. Towns not happy with himself, but probably also not happy with the foul call situation right now. Definitely got hacked previously and now getting hit with a foul himself here. So 34-29, Will Riley going to the foul line for 2. Adams, 20-48. What's up, Adams? Need the over. Let's keep him coming. Could very well be a high-scoring game. Towns definitely fouled him, had his left arm draped all over Will Riley, even though he went straight up with the right arm. The foul on Karl-Anthony Towns, he knows it. I think he just wants the same credit on the other side of the court as well. Still Trill. What's up, Still? What's up, how's your day? I'm good, Trill. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Thank you for the check-in. Will Riley knocks down both of his free throws. It's a 3-point game, 34-31. Alvarado gets it over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Gill. Swings through to his right, down the lane, stops, turns, kicks it out to Alvarado in the corner, back to Towns. Towns steps behind the three-point line, pump fakes. Swings through to his right, down the lane. And a foul on Anthony Gill. Finally gave him the foul. Gill signaling for a hook on Karl-Anthony Towns. But, man, when you're playing that physically, give him the call, man, eventually. Now, Dimension said scores 34-29. 34-31 now. Anunoby has it in the right corner. Swings through to his right on the baseline. Spins back to his left towards the middle. Tries to kick it out to Towns. Anthony Gill jumped the passing lane. Got the steal. He's going to get it an easy dunk the other way. Also, my score is off. It is 34-33. Why is my score so off? 34-33. Knicks hold a 1-point lead. Towns up top. Leaves it off for Clarkson. Clarkson coming to his left off the Towns screen. Driving it down in the paint. Throws up the floater. Got it to go for Jordan Clarkson. Thank you for getting buckets, Big Clarkson. Thank you for getting buckets. Doing what you do best. Here comes Sharif Cooper bringing it down against Clarkson. He has it up top. Attacking to his left. Blowing past Clarkson in the lane and leaves it up top to Gill. Extra pass to Riley. Riley can shoot it. Why do we close out the Gill? He can't get that one to go down, though. Anunoby rips a rebound away from Cooper, and OG Anunoby will bring it down. Anunoby has it up top. Gets it over to Towns. Towns hands it off to Anunoby. Anunoby driving to the rim in the paint. Kicks it out to Alvarado. Alvarado lines up the three. Well, sure. I don't know what happened there, but Anunoby caught it and dunked it down. We're going to say that was a pass from Jose Alvarado. Give him the assist and a 5-point lead for the Knicks. Will Riley down the lane the other way. Off the deceleration, one step gets the layup as Mo Diawara goes flying by. And Towns, too late to recover, couldn't get the block, so it's back to a 3-point game. Alvarado manipulating his way off the Towns screen, pulls it out to the corner, inside the Towns in the post, leans in, loses the handle on the ball, out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Knicks, as it looks like Cooper got his hand in there and knocked it away. 9:21 to go. Forgot to restart the timer. My apologies. Crandon, what's up, Crandon? Knicks nor Wolves safe from playing down to the opponents. No, brother, no. Neither team are. It is a symptom that both teams struggle with. They continue to mirror each other. The Wolves are the Knicks of the West, and the Knicks are the Wolves of the East. Alvarado inbounded here. They got 11 on their shot clock. 9:21 to go. We're going to continue to run our timer until we catch up. Alvarado gets it in the bridges. Back out to Alvarado. A right corner three off the inbound. Too strong, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. And picked up by Leaky Black. Will bring it down. Black on the right wing, gets it up top to Riley. Riley spins to his right, stops, crosses over to his left, over the top pass to Cooper. Cooper lines up the left wing three. He's got space and he knocks it down. And we're tied at 38. And a timeout from the New York Knicks. And I don't even like the way they started this second quarter. So if it's not a slow start to the game, it's a slow start to the second quarter. Jeez Louise, man. Give me a break here, Knicks. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like I said, I fully expected this to be mostly a dogfight with the hope that possibly, the Knicks would be able to surprise me and give us an easier night. And they still could. We got 9 minutes to go in the second. I'm not acting like the sky's falling or anything. But, not happy with the way they started the second quarter at all. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? If Brooklyn gets a good lottery pick and they'll be interesting next year, those boys have been playing good basketball lately. All bad teams start to play good basketball in March because the good teams start to wind down their aggression as they are now more focused on building good habits, and getting to the playoffs healthy. That is, and then in March, you start seeing some wacky scores. You start seeing some teams in games against some other teams that they should not be in games with. It just is sort of the case every March and April. You're going to see some really, really wacky scoreboards. And then everything resets come October of next season, right? When teams start, playing regular against each other. I'm not too sure about Brooklyn, man. Not too sure about Brooklyn. They do have Michael Porter Jr., though, who's interesting. We'll see what they do with him. If they keep him going into the next season, we'll see. A team should definitely jump in there. And snag Michael Porter Jr. Mindset John. What's up, Mindset John? I'm in the house now. Everything will be okay. Let's go, Knicks. Let's trust the process. Like I've said in previous games, I'm not too concerned with their ability to win this game. I think they'll win it. It's just in the matter and fashion in which they do win it. Even if it's a close game for majority of the night, as long as they pull away and give us a double-digit win, I'll be fine. I'm not going to kill them for being in a close game against the Wizards here, although I will say the defense has just not been up to snuff overall. It's got to be better. Raymond said, real depressing when the Knicks mess up. It can be. Gorkem, what's up, Gorkem? Are you going to answer the first half total, 17.5? I don't know, brother. I can't tell the future. You're going to have to answer that one for yourself. It's your money. MBM said, some Knicks fans are never satisfied we deliver win after win. As long as they continue to stack wins, I'm not going to be too upset, although you want them to build good habits. And they have been building bad habits as of late. Alex, what's up, Alex? Appreciate you, man. Buzzer Beater said, a live stream is not a live stream without AP. Where is AP at? So here we go. We're back into it. Alvarado will bring it down. We got under 9 minutes to go. Alvarado in the second quarter. Alvarado up top, coming to his right, gets it over to Bridges, curling off a screen. The Knicks go to the double big lineup. Bridges a fall-away jumper in the paint, and Bridges gets another basket. There you go, Mikal. We need Mikal Bridges to show up offensively tonight. He is now 2 for 3 from the field for 4 points. No, he's 3 for 4 from the field for 6 points. That's his third made shot. Cooper gets it over to Riley. Riley spins, coming to his left, stops, pulls it out. Towns switched on to him. Riley steps back for a left corner three after dancing with it, misses it. Josh Hart with the rebound on the weak side. Here comes Josh Hart pushing it the other way. Josh Hart up top. Hands it off to Alvarado. Alvarado up top to Towns. Towns being guarded by Riley. Swings through to his left, down the lane, in the paint, leans in. A lot of contact, out of bounds. They're going to leave it with the Knicks here. And Towns still annoyed and frustrated with the foul calls. You could see it written all over his face, man. He can't hide his emotions, I'll tell you that. 40-38 here. Knicks with a 2-point lead. 8:22 to go in this second quarter. Knicks will retain their possession here with 12 on their shot clock. They get it into Bridges. Bridges kicks it out to Robinson. Robinson fakes the handoff, keeps it, kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Hardy. Coming to his left off the screen. Swings it out to Josh Hart. Catches it on the run to the rim. Gets blocked at the rim. Trying to battle for the loose ball. Gets knocked out of bounds by Hardy. So it'll remain here with the Knicks, but 1.8 on the clock. Josh Hart hit the floor hard. A little late to get up. Now he gets up. Holding on to his right shoulder, massaging a little bit. And Josh Hart also now frustrated with the officiating from the refs here tonight. Wanted a foul call there. They're going to show the replay. Josh Hart to the rim. That looks like a clean block there, but maybe Bub Carrington got him on the body. They get it into Towns, drop step, off glass, got it to go, and the foul. Finally, the Knicks get a call, and Towns will go to the foul line for one more on a possible three-point play. And that one from Coulibaly, who picked up the foul, that one was a little silly touch foul from Coulibaly. So not a ton of consistency in what's being called by the officials right now. And I could see frustration being built up all over the Knicks' faces right now. Like, man, just where's the consistency in the calls right now? Not even too upset with the lack of calls. Just more of like, that's a foul, but this isn't a foul, but that was a foul. It's just, Ronald, what's up, Ronald? Here we go. The Knicks, Towns knocked down his and one free throw. Carrington gets it over to Cooper, gets it over to Hardy. Are the Knicks in a zone? The Knicks are in a zone. When was the last time we saw the Knicks play a zone? Carrington ends up with a wide open right corner three, can't get it to go. Towns the rebound over to Alvarado. Alvarado up top, coming to his left, especially with the double big lineup out there. Interesting that they go into a zone. Alvarado wide open mid-range jumper, rattles it in. There you go, Jose Alvarado. Knocking down a jump shot, and the lead is built up back to 7. Okay, just like that. 45-38, 7:30 to go in this second quarter. Cooper up top coming to his right, dancing with it around an Anthony Gill screen. Step back three over Alvarado. Comes up short, rebound to Josh Hart. Home run past Alvarado. Alvarado goes up, layup, gets chased down, blocked by Cooper. Alvarado just puts his head down trying to get back. They get it out to Koulibaly, extra pass to Gill, pump fake. Robinson goes for the pump fake. Gill to the rim, gets the layup. Mitchell Robinson, undisciplined defense here tonight. That's the second time he's gone for an Anthony Gill three-point pump fake. Why are we doing that, Mitch? Dare him to shoot. Why are we jumping for three-point pump fakes from Anthony Gill? Bridges a fall-away mid-range shot, can't get it to go. Long rebound goes to Anthony Gill. Home run pass to Cooper. Alvarado does a good job getting back on defense, knocking it back to Josh Hart for the steal. Josh Hart putting his head down, bump Euro down the lane, draws the foul and the layup. Too big, too strong, and he finishes at the rim. He's going to go to the foul line for one more, and the lead goes back up to 7, possibly now 8, with Hart at the foul line for one more. Now holding on to that left shoulder again. Don't want to see that. Buzzer Beater said, what's with the random players on the screen? For the Wizards, I mean, of these guys, I know all of them. Not too random to me. Carrington is, a first-round pick for the Wizards, so we should know Carrington. Well, now a couple of players just subbed in, so let's go through the players who are here. Tristan Vukcevic, I believe is in his second season, didn't really play last year. Jameer Watkins is a rookie. And I believe was a second-round pick, so, I get not knowing him. Carrington, like I said, was last year with them in a first-round pick, so we should know Carrington. Koulibaly we should know, who was a lottery pick once upon a time for the Washington Wizards, I believe in his 3rd or 4th year here. And Sharif Cooper was at one point the apple of Knicks fans' eyes, wanting him drafted in the first round. He ultimately fell to the second round to the Hawks and is trying to revive his NBA career after not really being given a chance after dominating the G League. A three-point shot for Jameer Watkins there, can't get it to go. And Josh Hart did knock down his free throw. Here he comes off the rebound, pushing it, head down to the rim, leaves it off for Towns to the basket. Reverse layup, got it to go. What a feed from Josh Hart to Karl-Anthony Towns, and the 10-point lead is there. Josh Hart and Karl-Anthony Towns, they got a little laugh together, a little giggle, as Towns pointed up to the air, like, I thought you were gonna throw it up there. I was ready to lift off, but instead Josh Hart hit him with a bounce pass, and Towns rewarded him with the assist by finishing the reverse layup. Tom Malik said you had Payne Watson up there. I did have Payne Watson up there, and that is because we covered the previous game, which was, and I forgot to start the timer, which was the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the Denver Nuggets. So that is why Payne Watson is up there. That's why you have Blazers up there, and that's why you have Denver Nuggets up there. The doubleheader tonight, covering both games. Cookin' Vibe said, who you guys have if Duke versus the Wizards could happen? The Wizards 100%, brother. They're down by 10 to the New York Knicks, who are a championship contending team. And Duke was trailing majority of the game against 16-seed Siena. Come on, big dog. Bernard Johnson said, everyone, let's go. Nick, Chevy, how you doing? I'm doing good, Bernard. Happy to see you, brother. How you doing? Arthur, what's up, Arthur? For the gamblers out there, it's under season for over and under bets. I just play for fun and have 34 billion. Shout out to my guy, Arthur. Raymond said, go Hart. Please don't be hurt. He seems fine. 8-4-3 so far for Josh Hart. After he took that fall, he's kind of been rubbing his shoulder kind of like this the next couple of possessions. So, it doesn't seem great. Ronald said, I will be switching between you and New England Sports Nation airing my team. The Celtics against the T-Wolves. Yeah, that should be the game of the night. As a matter of fact, we are at 8:24, so that game is tipping off right now. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. So the Nets and the Kings, man, really battling it out to see who's going to pick up this victory here today. Neither team wants to win. Reno Biz, what's up, Reno? Yeah, so they're just tipping off. It's 13-10. Anthony Edwards, I believe, is out, right? He was out for like 1 to 2 weeks. That was about a week ago. Yeah, so still no Anthony Edwards. So again, the Celtics should be able to pull this victory off, but the Timberwolves are feisty. And we'll see what kind of performances we get from McDaniels and Randall. Also DiVincenzo, if he gets hot from 3. Tatum, now struggling. Now struggling as the season's going. Jaylen Brown, though, cooking. Tatum with 0 points in 8 minutes. 0 for 2 from 3. All of his shots coming from 3. All right. Here we go. Checking back in after this timeout. Foong Pei, what's up, Foong Pei? You're a walking gal. What's up, walking gal? Nets and Kings, worst two teams this season. Yeah, battle of the bottom for sure. Cooper gets in the lane, kicks it over to Coulibaly, who gets blocked at the rim on the dunk attempt. Terrible decision. Bridges hit ahead to Brunson for the easy layup. Look at Mitchell Robinson walling off the basket against Coulibaly there. He said, no, brother. You're not going to come dunk it on me. I'll tell you that. They get into Vucevic, a mid-range jumper over Robinson, can't get it to go. Robinson snatches a rebound down. I love when we go double bigs, man. I do love the double bigs. I love the chemistry they've been building. Robinson and Towns in the game right now. Brunson pulls it out, coming to his right off the screen, spins back to his left, has Cooper in the post, backing him down, fall-away jumper over him, comes up short. Robinson right there for the one-handed putback over Vucevic, and then iron him down just a little bit. Mitchell Robinson getting a little feisty as of late. 14-point lead for the Knicks. They're starting to build a lead here. Extra pass over to Cooper in the corner, pump fakes to the rim, layup, got it to go for Sharif Cooper there. 54-52, 12-point lead for the Knicks. Bridges has it up top, pulls it out. He's being guarded by Cooper. Bridges loses the handle on the ball. Throws it to nobody. McHale, what was that? Cooper hit ahead to Watkins, kicks it out in the corner to Coulibaly for a three. In and out, can't get it to stay. Towns the rebound. And gets it over to Brunson. Brunson throws it over to Bridges, and Bridges not paying attention. Get him out of the game. Coulibaly kicks it over to Watkins. Watkins hands it off to Cooper. Cooper gets it back to Watkins, attacking Towns off the bounce, pulls it all the way back out. Jameer Watkins stops and pops on the left wing for a three, comes up well short, rebound to Mitchell Robinson. Get Mikal Bridges out of the game. He is not locked in right now. We got Anunoby sitting at the scores table, so maybe he's coming in for Bridges. Brunson on the right wing, gets it over to Towns. Towns swings through along the baseline. I think he's coming in for Towns, though. Towns draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for two more free throws for Karl-Anthony Towns. And I guess we'll find out right now who he's coming in for. 4:30 to go in the second quarter. I completely forgot to restart the timer there. Robinson blocking Coulibaly at the rim on the dunk attempt. I love that. Love that, Big Mitch. A lot of arm. A lot of arm on the block, but we'll take it. Ahmed said, I think Tatum came out too early. I think he's fine, man. This is just a guy who has not played basketball in 9 months. Like, you're going to see rust. You're going to see rust. He looks like Jason Tatum. He's moving well. He's exploding well. It's just rust. Just rust. You're not going to be able to come back from 9 months of injury and come back and be the same guy. Usually when they say it's a 2-year injury recovery time from the Achilles tear, it's 1 year of rehab to get back on the court. And then it's another year of shaking the rust off and getting comfortable with your body again, as Towns knocks down both free throws. So, it's going to be some time. He was never, no matter how long he took off, he was never going to come back and just jump right into being all-NBA Jason Tatum the way he was before. They kick it out to Vucevic, a straightaway three after Towns made both free throws. He can't get it to go. Towns the rebound. He has it up top, gets it over to Brunson. And it's a 14-point lead for the Knicks with 4:19 to go. Brunson bringing it down, spins, comes to his left off a Robinson screen in the backcourt. Brunson on the left wing, picked up by Coulibaly, crosses over down the lane, loses the hand on the ball, and Watkins picks it up. They get over to Carrington, who's back in the game, being guarded by Bridges. Carrington dancing with it, coming to his right off the screen, down the lane, kicks it out in the corner, a three for Leaky Black, and he splashes in nothing but net. I remember once upon a time, Leaky Black was absolutely terrible from three-point range coming out of UNC. It's part of the reason why he never really made it in the NBA. Clearly something he has worked on is he knocks down that three. It looked pretty good. Looked pretty good there. George said Robinson MVP. Definitely DPOG. Foong Pei said, I know you don't like to talk Lakers. Not that I don't like to talk Lakers. I don't like to watch the Lakers and suspensions. But what do you think of Luka getting away with it? Just like LeBron? With what? Like the technical situation? Like I don't know what you want me to say, brother. He said Goga Batadze was talking about his family and his mom and whatnot. Like, I don't know, man. Like, do you think he deserves to be suspended for that? For getting into it with Batadze over that? Like, I don't know, not really. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it basketball. So, he's all right. OG Anunoby and Mo Diawara are going to sub in. It looks like Mo Diawara sitting on the bench. Robinson gets up. It looks like we're going to a small ball unit now with Mo Diawara and OG Anunoby acting essentially as the 5 and 4. Well, Josh Hart may be the 4 as well. But going to a small ball lineup, interesting. We had the double bigs, now we're going to go small? Okay. 4 wings out there and Jalen Brunson. Raymond said Tatum is rusty, but he shouldn't have taken the chance. Well, what chance? If he's fully healthy, if he's fully recovered, what's the chance? If the doctor is fully cleared him to return to basketball activities, what chance? It's not like he is going against the doctor's orders. The doctor's cleared him for full basketball activities. He had been playing 5-on-5 basketball for 3 weeks, almost a month, before eventually making his season debut. What risk? What risk? He is fully medically cleared to play basketball. Go out and play then. Here we go. Mo Diawara is going to bring it down. He's got Vukcevic on him. Mo Diawara has it up top, picks up his handle, gets it over to Josh Hart. Under 4 to go. Josh Hart up top, fakes the handoff, keeps it, tries to hit Brunson, come back door, and it's a kick ball. It's going to stay here with the Wizards. MEM said the chat covers all topics I see. I mean, if you're going to put it in the chat, we're going to talk about it as best as I can while still making sure we stay on point with our game coverage. Anunoby has it in the right corner. Attacking to his left. Has Coulibaly in the post, leans in, fall away mid-range shot, comes up short, but gets the friendly bounce as he gets it to drop down. And Carrington pushing it the other way. Being guarded by Bridges, coming to his left off the screen, down the lane, leans in, stops. Fall away jumper over Bridges, well contested, didn't matter. Carrington got it to go, nothing but net. Smooth shot for Bub Carrington there. Brunson gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby hands it off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart coming to his right, picks up his handle, gets it over to Brunson. A bad pass from Josh Hart hits Brunson's leg. Josh, we got to clean up some of these passes. Brunson has to go out to the half-court line to recover it. Brunson driving it down off a Diawara screen, down the lane. Euro step floater, comes up short, rebound to Vukcevic. Vukcevic gets it out to Carrington. Carrington will bring it down. Carrington up top, being guarded by Bridges, coming to his right, kicks it into the corner. A bad pass from Carrington. Leaky Black was standing in the corner. Carrington kind of threw it to the wing. And it ends up being a turnover. Miscommunication, just a bad pass. Here comes Mo Diawara bringing it down. He has it up top. Now on the left wing. Coming to his right. Diawara hands it off to Bridges. Bridges up top, calling for a screen. This Knicks team clearly does not know what their roles in this lineup configuration is. We have not seen this small ball lineup used very often. Brunson, a fall-away foul line jumper, comes up short. Josh Hart battling on the glass, knocked out of bounds off of Josh Hart. It's going to go back to the Wizards. Mike Brown clearly experimenting here tonight. Not sure how I feel about that. Jay Skoncod? Jay's on COD. What's up, Jay? Celtics are up by 7 against the Wolves. If we win against the Wizards and the Celtics lose against the Wolves, the Knicks will be half game behind second place and 4.5 behind first place. Absolutely. Absolutely. Coulibaly, nice pivot on Jalen Brunson there and gets the easy scoop layup. And it's back to 9. Brunson bringing it down the other way. They get it over to Diawara. Hands it back off to Brunson. Brunson swings through to his left off the Diawara screen. And a foul. Away from the ball. And the Knicks are in the bonus, so that's 2 free throws from Mo Diawara. Give me some points, Mo. Give me some points at the foul line. I love it. I love it. Buzzer Beater said, my answer to the Affleck question is Kenny Skywalker and Obi Toppin. Was there an Affleck question? Did I miss something? Real Art Manifest, I see you, brother. If there's anybody in the chat I'm missing, I apologize, but... Diawara misses a free throw. Come on, big dog. We got an opportunity to put points on the board. Come on. Come on, Mo. Put some points on the board. G4 said, are you live tomorrow? Tomorrow is Monday, so yes, we will be live tomorrow. We don't take days off. We try to stream 6 days a week. Unless something comes up and you guys will be notified about it right away, we're going to be live. The only time we take a day off is during the weekend just to get some rest and set some things up for the next day. Diawara split the free throws. 10-point lead for the Knicks. Coulibaly hands it off to Carrington. Carrington directing traffic. They swing it out to Vukcevic. Being closed out by Diawara. Has it in the mid-range. Tries to throw the cross-court pass out of bounds off of Coulibaly. Ball back to the New York Knicks here. That's good defense there for a lineup of 4 wings and Jalen Brunson. Very interesting lineup configuration here. Bridges walks up and throws up a walk-up 3. Got it to go. There you go, Mikhail. There you go, man. I love the aggression. You had the open look. You rose up. You knocked it down. Didn't even hesitate. They kick it in the corner. Pump fake. Fly-by defense. Now Jameer Watkins puts it up. Comes up short. Josh Hart secures the rebound. And Josh Hart was looking for a foul. He snagged the rebound. Vucevic was all over him, and Josh Hart just picks his head up and looks at the official, and he's like, come on, man. Like, you gonna let that contact go by? And then the ref was like, my bad. And then he calls the late foul. And it's 2 free throws for Josh Hart because the Knicks are in the bonus with 2:28 to go. It's a great image of Josh Hart as they show the replay there. Very annoyed at the late whistle and the lack of whistle so far here tonight. Orville Sweeney, what's up, Orville? Raymond said they need to use more screens and get used to it. I mean, they utilize a ton of screening action, the New York Knicks do. The thing that they're not used to in this lineup configuration is they finally pull Mo Diawara out and I assume put a big in. Karl Anthony Towns comes in, yes. Is they used a lineup configuration of no centers. So usually a team with 2 really high-level centers between Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson, usually you'll have a center on the court at all time. Mike Brown experimenting so far tonight and utilizing 4 wings, Josh Hart, Bridges, Anunoby, and Diawara out there with Jalen Brunson. No true center, obviously. No true power forward in that configuration. And the Knicks, were a little helter-skelter there trying to figure out whose role is to what and what do we do and who runs the action, who sets the screen, who's running off of them. And they started to figure it out, but really the defense started to get really connected there. Anthony Gill knocks down a 3. Maybe that's why Mitchell Robinson has been going for his pump fakes all night. Josh Hart did knock down both free throws, so it's a 12-point game, 64-52, a minute to go here. Brunson has it on the right wing. Brunson being guarded by Leaky Black, coming to his left, now crossing over to his right, gets it out to Josh Hart in the corner. Jab step, Josh Hart driving to his left in the lane, fall-away jumper in the paint. Josh Hart too strong, can't get it to go. Rebound to Towns, goes up, and he knocks it down off the rebound. Karl Anthony Towns dominating down low as the Wizards are now without a center because Vucevic is in foul trouble and they don't have a backup center outside of Vucevic, who was already their break glass in case of emergency center. No Alex Sarr tonight. Towns with a rebound off the missed floater. I believe that was Leaky Black, but hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges steps back, pump fakes, picks up his handle, kicks it over to Anunoby in the post. Anunoby gets the ball knocked out of his hands by Coulibaly. Good hands from Coulibaly. Carrington stops, lobs it over the top to Coulibaly. Coulibaly kicks it up top to Leaky Black. Pass fake. They leave him open. He's going to drive it against Anunoby. Bump Euro down the lane. Leaves it off of Carrington. Lefty layup. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact. No foul call. Here comes Brunson. Hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges running to the rim, to the basket. Scoop layup. Got it to go with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. John Rosenberg. Appreciate you, John. Thank you for the subscription, man. Hope you're having a good time tonight. And the Knicks with a 16-point lead. 10 seconds to go. And Carrington will walk it down the other way for what should be the final shot of the quarter here. Carrington calling for a screen, swings it out to Leaky Black, extra pass in the corner. Jameer Watkins, wide open 3, in and out, can't get it to stay. And Coulibaly comes flying over the back of a couple of Knicks to try and grab that rebound and get a putback. He doesn't snag in. That's the end of the quarter anyway. And the Knicks take a 16-point lead at halftime, 68-52. They put up 68 points in the first half. Not bad at all. Not a bad offensive first half at all. You love to see it. 16-point lead is pretty good. Pretty fantastic. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Brian Harris. What's up, Brian? Let's go Bridges. Bridges, pretty decent game. Pretty decent game from Mikal Bridges. Bernard Johnson said that St. John's game was good. I heard. So we are at halftime, and as always, I want to give a shout-out to our halftime sponsor, our guys over at Get Off My Lawn Records. That's our guy Donald Moore Music in the chat. He wanted to get his record label out there and let you guys know that if anybody is musically inclined and would so want to reach out to the guys over at Get Off My Lawn Records, go ahead and reach out to them. But also, if you just like listening to some good underground indie music, go ahead and check out their website and see all of the artists that they have worked with and put out albums for. Their own band, the Jazz Destroyers, is also featured on the website, so go ahead and check them out as well. Over at GetOffMyLawnRecords.com. They also have YouTube channels for both Get Off My Lawn Records and the Jazz Destroyers, so go ahead and check out their YouTube channels as well. Check out their music themselves. See if you vibe with it. Of course, music is a subjective thing, so let's see if you vibe with it. They were also very generous in giving us a discount code. Go to bandcamp.com and you can get 20% off site-wide using promo code Sheffy. So I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate our guys over at Get Off My Lawn Records as always. So let's go ahead. Jay said, with Marshall Green not being able to stream the Knicks games, don't forget, Knicks fans, we still have another legend behind him named Sheffy. Appreciate you, Jay. What happened to Marshall? Why can't he stream Knicks games? What happened to Marshall? I like Marshall. What happened? Why can't he stream Knicks games? Carl James said, the Knicks are so deep and strong. The coaches need to do better. Need to do their job to study. With everything Brunson holds, the ball is not rotating. Ball's rotating beautifully tonight so far, brother. Everybody getting in on the action. I'm not sure. Not sure. Doing Giants games? But the Giants aren't playing right now. Shouldn't he still be able to do Knicks games? Doesn't he do both? Hasn't he always done both? Lance Napier said, come on, guys, tap the like. Sheffy is doing great. Appreciate you, Lance. Appreciate you. That sucks, man. I like Marshall. I like Marshall a lot. We can check out the team stats before we go around the league. Free agency streams? Oh, that sucks if he's out of the Knicks streaming game. He was really good. I like Marshall. Hoobian said, personally, I prefer Chevy than Marshall. Appreciate you, Hoobin. Appreciate you. So overall, pretty even in the possession battle. 47 attempts for the Wizards, 46 attempts for the Knicks. The Knicks have made 6 more shots than the Wizards. 57% from the floor for the Knicks, 43% for the Wizards. Christian Blaze said, simmer down, Knicks fans. Bam gave this G League team 83. Nothing strong about being up on the tanking Wizards of Oz. Well, they were in a game against the Oklahoma City Thunder through 3 quarters before the Thunder finally opened it up in the 4th. So, it could happen. On any given night, any team could beat any given team, right? So you got to take your lumps where you can take them. Jay Alexander said, who do you got, Raptors or Suns? Raptors have been playing really good basketball as of late. So have the Suns. Raptors and Suns. That's a pretty even matchup. I'm going to go... That's tough. I don't know who to pick. No Mark Williams. I'm going to lean the Raptors on that one. I'm going to lean on the Raptors defense on that one. G4 said, who are you covering tomorrow? I got no clue. We could take a look at it, but let's go through the team stats first. The Knicks are 5 for 10 from 3. The Washington Wizards are 7 for 24. So the reason why they are only trailing by 16 and not more is because they are firing it up from 3. And look, when you are at a talent deficiency, the way you can stay in games against better, more talented teams is by firing it up from 3. Now, they also don't have a ton of downhill attackers and finishers at the rim, so that's also playing into the reason as to why they're taking a ton of threes tonight. More than half of their shots to come from three-point range. The Knicks are doing a good job of just, throwing it up there or forcing it to throw it up. Mr. Cool C, what's up, Mr. Cool? Lee Wei Shi, what's up, Lee Wei Shi? Whoop-de-doo, Bam got 83. What's their record? So free throws overall, the Knicks are 12. The Wizards have 6. Obviously, the Knicks are the bigger, stronger team, and so they're able to get into the paint and draw fouls, especially with the Wizards shooting more than half their shots from 3. You're not going to get a ton of foul calls that way, so that's why you have the free throw disparity there. Rebounds, 16 to 22. Knicks dominating the boards, but mostly because they've been missing shots. The offensive rebounding battle is 5 to 4, so about even. Turnovers, 13 to 12. Steals, 7 to 4. So they're actually forcing more turnovers than the Knicks with steals. Overall turnovers, 9 to 7. So the Knicks are winning the turnover battle, but all their turnovers have been through Washington Wizards steals. Blocks, 3 to 2, about even. Fast break points, 5 to 9. Points in the paint is the big disparity here, 34 to 20. Obviously, the easiest shot you can get is a shot as close to the basket as possible. And that is where the Knicks have built up majority of their lead, as the Wizards have knocked down technically more threes than the Knicks, only 2 more. And then fouls, 10 to 4. Again, most of your shots coming from three-point range. And their largest lead is 16 points and never trail. So the Knicks have led the entire way. They can get an actual wire-to-wire victory. Mr. Cool, what's up, Mr. Cool? New here, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Appreciate you, Mr. Cool, man. Hope you're having a good time tonight. We stream games Monday through the weekend is how I phrase it. We try to take one day off just for rest and to set up for the next week. So yesterday we didn't stream, but today I try to give back to the community by trying to do as many games as possible. We got 2 games running today. We did the one earlier where the Denver Nuggets took down the Portland Trail Blazers. And obviously now we're going to cover our Knicks game. As always, I'm a Knicks fan, so Knicks take precedent. So if I wasn't a Knicks fan and I was just trying to pick what's the best game tonight, I would definitely be covering this game right here. The Boston Celtics taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Even though there is no Anthony Edwards, this is still definitely going to be a pretty high-level game. At least there should be. Who knows? The Celtics should be able to pull it off. Obviously, no Anthony Edwards puts the Minnesota Timberwolves behind the 8 ball a huge amount, and Julius Randle starting the game 1 for 6 from the field is not helping. But, they should still be able to stay in this one somewhat. Curtis Painter said, every time I look up, Boston's hitting a 3. That's what Boston does. That is what Boston does. They only have 31 points with 8:19 to go in the second quarter, so it's not a huge offensive outing for the Boston Celtics here tonight, but the Minnesota Timberwolves really struggling to score without Anthony Edwards. I mean, there are times where they struggle to score with Anthony Edwards, so, Isaiah Garner said, Boston has been great from 3. This game in Minnesota has been terrible on offense, but solid on defense. It's kind of should be their calling card with Rudy Gobert out there and Jaden McDaniels. Obviously no Anthony Edwards, so your defense is going to take a bit of a hit, but Zane said, would want the Wolves to win that one, so Knicks take the 2 seed. They could. The Knicks outright own the tiebreaker no matter how the rest of the season plays out. They own the tiebreaker no matter what because they have a better winning record against the division, which I believe is the tiebreaker when it comes to conference seeding. It used to be head-to-head matchup, and now I believe it is. Oh, no. I think it's head-to-head matchup first. But because the Knicks are already up 2-1 against the Celtics, if the Celtics beat them the final game of the season, it's tied 2-2. And so the next thing in the tiebreaker is divisional record, and the Knicks, with that win against the Brooklyn Nets, have clinched a better division record than the Boston Celtics. So they have the tiebreaker outright, no matter how the rest of the season plays out. If they end up tied, I would like the Knicks to win that 2 seed outright, maybe even the 1 seed. We'll see what happens with Detroit. So real quick, we've already taken a look at this game, 33-25. It's going to be a close game. We'll keep an eye on it as the night goes on. Obviously, our game will end before this one does. Maybe, hopefully, we'll stick around and see the ending of this one. But this is the only 2 games going on right now. Yes, we got Raptors Suns tipping off in about 30-ish minutes. Bruce said, I think Boston, I'd quietly trying to catch Detroit for sure. I think so are the Knicks, technically. With the Knicks not too far away from Boston either. So with that being said, aren't really other games to cover. Actually, before we do that, let's check tomorrow's slate. Monday night games. We got Lakers Pistons. We might tune into Lakers Pistons just because you got red hot Lakers taking on the Detroit Pistons, who are missing Kate Cunningham for the remainder of the regular season. You got Pacers Magic, Thunder Sixers, Spurs Heat could be fun. You can watch Spurs Heat. Grizzlies, Hawks, no thanks. Rockets, Bulls, no thanks. Raptors, Jazz, no thanks. Warriors, Mavs, no thanks. Nets, Blazers, no thanks. Bucks, Clippers, no thanks. So we got 2 options here. We can watch Spurs Heat or we can watch Lakers Pistons. I'm going to throw this up in the chat. Reptalian? What's up, Reptalian? Wolves are catching up quick. Watch JB come off the bench and change that quick. Probably. Creation Scripts at Spurs. All right, I'm going to put it in the chat, and we'll leave this up for the remainder of the stream. And then, by the end of the stream, you guys will have chosen what game we're going to cover tomorrow. Tomorrow's game coverage is going to be between the LA Lakers versus the Pistons. And then we have the Spurs taking on, who was it? The Heat. Spurs versus Heat. I'm going to leave this up in the chat for the rest of the night. You guys put a vote to it, and you guys will decide what game we watch tomorrow, because I don't really mind either one. We can watch either one. So now let's take a look at the standings. Let's go back here. Let's open up the standings. So the reason why we're all talking about the top 3 in the Eastern Conference right now is obviously because we're Knicks fans and we're covering a Knicks game. But the Pistons sitting at 51-19, the Celtics sitting at 47-23, and the Knicks sitting right behind them at 46-25. They're obviously back in 2 losses in the loss column to the Boston Celtics. They're back 6 losses in the column to the Detroit Pistons. With about 12 games to go, if the Pistons go 500 without Cade Cunningham here towards the end of the season, they could see themselves fall below the New York Knicks, even to the 3 seed, and see the Celtics and the Knicks both jump them. It is possible. Is it likely? Probably not. The Pistons are still a pretty good team, even without Cunningham, but obviously whenever you miss your best player, you're playing behind the 8 ball there. And we'll see if Detroit can truly keep up without Cade Cunningham. to keep their offense afloat. Bruce said, shout out to Get Off My Lawn Records and the Jazz Choice for sponsoring the halftime. Indeed. I did give them their shout out. I did remember. Young On, appreciate you, Young. Bruce said, love when we get a poll choice. I don't mind either game. They both tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern time here, so it is the same time no matter what for me tomorrow. So up to you guys. Does not matter to me. Lakers Pistons are winning out right now. Reptilian said the Pistons game is going to be so gross. Wemby versus Bam. Put it in the chat. Put your vote. Let your vote be heard. The community will choose. We have over 500 people in the chat for our show here tonight. So more than enough people can put the vote in. If majority of the community vote for Lakers Pistons, we're watching Lakers Pistons. I'm not the biggest Lakers fan. The community knows this. I've said this many times. Watching the Lakers is, to me, a little bit of a snooze fest. But they have been playing excellent basketball as of late, so we're going to give them an opportunity playing against the Detroit Pistons. Bruce said, have to break the LA ban for Detroit. We could. I'm not against it. Right? It's almost never, the only teams on a permanent ban list are tanking teams. Right? Like, I'm not tuning into Wizards games unless the Knicks are playing the Wizards. Well, yeah, the Wizards. But I'm not tuning into Wizards games, Jazz games, Nets games unless the Knicks are playing those teams. Right? So the tanking teams are on the ban list because we're not trying to watch gross basketball. As far as like good teams like the Lakers, they make the ban list because they're just not an entertaining team to watch, unfortunately, right? You know, constant trips to the foul line, all the whining and complaining, settling for really bad shots from Luka, even though we can knock them down, and that's fun to watch sometimes, but man, it could be really ugly basketball at times. Jalay, what's up, Jalay? You're the man from Orlando. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Bruce said, over 500, please click the like button. Appreciate you, Bruce. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit the thumbs button, like the stream. Do it for my guy, Bruce Fowler, in the chat. Chris Painter said, I changed my mind. Wemby versus Bam. Do it. Let your voices be heard. Man. It is entirely up to the community today. Majority vote will win. Isaiah Garner said Pistons dropping to at least second or third. Second seems possible. The Knicks obviously have to win their games outright. As a matter of fact, we could pull up the Pistons, the Celtics, and the Knicks schedules here. So if we go to the Pistons schedule, it's obviously most important for them to see if they can actually lose their way here. But they have the Lakers, tough game. Hawks, who have been playing extremely well as of lately, could be a tough game, although the Pistons kind of had their number majority of the season. So we'll see how they match up there, even without Cade Cunningham. Pelicans have been playing well lately, although the Pistons should be able to take care of that, even without Cade Cunningham. Minnesota, Anthony Edwards could be back. He could not be back. That's a kind of a TBA situation. Oklahoma City, we could maybe even chalk that up as a loss right now. Toronto beat them with Cade Cunningham, so we'll see. Minnesota should have Anthony Edwards back by then, so that could be a tough game. Philadelphia, Maxey could be back. Embiid should be back. Paul George should be back, so that could be a tough game depending on who's available for 76ers. You never know. Orlando could be a tough one. Milwaukee should be a win, especially with no Giannis now. Charlotte is a tough one. Indiana should be an easy one, especially the last game of the season should be an all-out tank for the Indiana Pacers to make sure they lose that one. So, you know, there's a couple of games in here they could lose, but, if they can just take care of business, they'll be in danger of falling to 2. I think it's unlikely they fall to 3. But we are back to start our third quarter, so let's get back to basketball. We'll continue to go through the East schedules there. And who was that mid-range shot? Was that Vucevic or was that... I think that was Carrington knocking down a mid-range shot there. Either way, 2 points to the Washington Wizards, and we are off to start our third quarter here. Brunson has it on the left wing, being guarded by Jameer Watkins. They get it over to Bridges. Bridges up top being guarded by Carrington. Down low to Towns. Back to Bridges in the paint. Kicks in the corner. Josh Hart, wide open 3. Knock me down. Big Josh Hart with the 3-point bucket out of the corner. Beautiful ball movement from the New York Knicks right there. Here comes Bub Carrington bringing it down. He has it up top to get it over to Coulibaly. Coulibaly coming to his left off the screen. Cross-court pass. Will Riley in the corner. Wild pass, but he's able to save it. Spins, goes along the baseline, and he steps out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Knicks. 71-54. Brunson bringing it down against Watkins. Putting his head down, attacking, stops, crosses over, mid-range pull-up jumper for Brunson in rhythm, comes up short, Towns the offensive rebound, out to Josh Hart, extra pass to Bridges, another open 3, give me another one. Thank you, Mikal Bridges, actually scoring the basket here tonight. Actually scoring the basketball here tonight. He's up to 11 points, 5 for 7 from the field. My goodness, welcome back to the offense, Mikal Bridges. Down the lane, A floater for Vucevic, got it to go. And here comes Jalen Brunson bringing it down for the Knicks. It is forgot to give Bridges that 3. It is an 18-point lead for the Knicks. It was 20. Towns pulls it out. Half spin, driving it down on Watkins, blows past the defense, but gets stripped as he went to the basket. Good hands for the Washington Wizards there that saved what should have been an easy 2 for Karl-Anthony Towns. They swing it around. Vucevic, a left corner 3. He's open and he knocks it down. He is capable of knocking down those shots. So a quick 5-point run for Tristan Vucevic there. Gets it back to a 15-point game. 15-point game. Josh Hart coming to his left off the Town screen, kicks it out the Bridges, left corner 3, sets his feet and fire, comes up short, rebound to Carrington. Carrington will bring it down the other way. 10 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Carrington has it up top, being guarded by Hart, dancing with it and pulls it out. Kicks it out to Vucevic, a deep straightaway 3 now. He's feeling it and he rattles it in. And a timeout for the New York Knicks as it's suddenly down to 12. Just like that. Just like that. Damani, what's up, Damani? 8 straight points for Nikola Vucevic. Nope. Tristan Vucevic. We got a new Vucevic in the league. Got a new Vooch. Tristan Vucevic, 8-0 run all by himself. All by himself. Damani said Stewart versus Vanderbilt. Stewart versus Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt? That's a weird way of phrasing the Lakers taking on the Lakers. The Pistons taking on the Lakers. A weird way of phrasing that. When you have All-Star Thompson versus Luka Doncic, we have that. You know? Army said, dang, I need Towns 10 rebounds, Brunson 2 threes, and Bridges 1 3. They all have exactly that. There you go. There you go. Isaiah Garner said, Jason Tatum offensively doesn't look good. I don't think this is enough games for him to be in the playoff shape or be nearly himself. For sure. For sure. I don't think it's enough games either. I'm with you. I think he'll be very rusty. Even in the playoffs, I think he'll be very rusty and not look great. I think it's all about getting ready for next year. But to get him back this season, on a season where you didn't even think coming into it that you were going to be a championship contending team anyway, to be in the position that the Celtics are in, they're playing with house money right now, right? The whole idea was to be decent, get in the playoffs, get some of the young guys experience, see if you can build a rotation off the bench this season and really work your development, which they've done masterfully, by the way. Between Hugo Gonzalez and Baylor Shireman, Peyton Pritchard has been better this year. Guys have taken a step up and been significantly better overall. Albert, what's up, Albert? But whenever you come off an Achilles injury, Isaiah Garner, whenever you come off a major injury, even like an ACL injury, there's always a period where they say, like, ACL injuries are a little bit different, but when it comes to Achilles tears, they always say it's a 2-year injury in the sense that you can come back and play basketball, within the year, but it's going to take about another year before you finally get back to who you were before, or at least feeling that way and trusting the way you move your body and whatnot. So, it was always going to be rusty for Jason Tatum to come back. It was always going to happen. He's going to have good games here and there. The shot's going to go down for him here and there. But overall, he's going to be rusty. And especially as the intensity picks up in the playoffs, I could definitely see him having some really brutal outings. But this is all about getting him prepared for next season and getting the team prepared for next season. Now, they'll go for it. They'll try to win the championship this year. But they're only going to go as far as Jason Tatum can kind of get himself to being himself, which is not going to be an every game basis. At least I don't think so. But we'll see. Maybe shaking off, playing the last 15 to 20 games or so of the regular season will help shake him off the rust just enough to help his team go to the championship this year. Who knows? Brunson on the right wing. Here we go. We're back in. Step back, steps through, kicks out the Bridges. Bridges extra pass to Anunoby. And they call a foul on the Brunson pass, the initial pass. So the foul on the floor. Army said, I feel he will be fresh. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They'll have the week off during the play-in tournament, so he's going to have this stretch of run of games to play and then a week off to recover and rejuvenate himself and then get ready for the NBA playoff run. They get into Towns, who pump fakes against Vucevic. They hand it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Steps back as Vucevic switched onto him. Brunson's going to dance with it. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go. Dribbled himself into a rhythm, then he got it to go. And the Knicks, it was a 12-point lead, now 14-point lead. Will Riley hands it off to Koulibaly. Koulibaly up top to Vukcevic. Vukcevic stops and pops from three. Comes up short. Vukcevic wanted the foul. Towns saves the rebound to Brunson. Brunson hit ahead past Hart. Hart leaves it off for Anunoby. A bad pass from Josh Hart again below the waist of Anunoby there. And then Josh Hart picks up a foul on Watkins, bringing it down. Ghost Travie, what's up, Ghost? Can Brunson get 6 assists? He can. He can indeed. Bruce said, you rarely hear of anyone re-injuring an Achilles. You're literally stronger than before. Just has to be stretched out. Yeah. And you also have to trust your legs. So I dropped my microphone. You also have to trust your legs again. You have to learn to trust them after, 4 months of being on, in a boot and not being able to really truly run and get out and do things and whatnot. So, it's a whole process. It's a whole recovery process. It's also a mental recovery process of trusting your legs again and then building your leg muscles back up. Vukcevic, a step back three, way off on that one. Towns the rebound, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Knicks with a 14-point lead. This game should not be close the remainder of the way. As Towns knocks down the trail three. There you go. Back up to 17 it goes. This game should not be close the remainder of the way. The Knicks should hold on to this double-digit lead, if not extend this double-digit lead. So we should be able to have fun as Towns is now up to 18 and 13, having an excellent game. A three from Will Riley. Too strong, can't get it to go. Anunoby secures the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Putting his head down, attacking, in the paint. Goes up, layup, smokes it. Come on, OG. Blew a tire on the way up there. They get over to Will Riley in transition for a three. That looks good. Too strong, though. Rebound over to Watkins. Layup. Smokes it, but gets the putback and hits the floor. Brunson comes up limping. You don't love to see that. Don't love to see that. The Wizards use a foul. Brunson. A little bit of a limp as he walks back. Could be an ankle. Could be an ankle. Looks annoyed and a little frustrated. Let's see it. I don't want to see a sprained ankle. Oh, he stepped on his foot. Oh, and then he rolled into his foot and his shin. So Brunson remains in the game, but still not moving great. Towns knocks down a floater as he drives it in. It is 81-64, under 8 to go here. And Brunson's still trying to stretch his legs out and whatnot, still feeling some pain. But he remains in the game, not looking at the bench. Towns up to 20 points now. Koulibaly gets an open look from three, knocks it down on the left wing. 14-point game. Again, not out of the realm of possibility. The Wizards can keep this close. But again, the Knicks, in all fairness, should keep this double-digit lead. Bridges to Towns, pulls up the floater, gets it to go. He went right into Gill's chest, created the space, knocks down the floater, 16-point lead. Hoovian said, bench JB, and we need that ankle for the playoffs. They do indeed. They do indeed. Although it didn't look like it was an ankle. Now he's moving much better on defense. Koulibaly, mid-range pull-up jumper over Brunson, comes up short. Towns the rebound. Another rebound for Towns. What does he have? 22 and should be 14 as he picked up a new rebound. There it goes. 22 and 14 for Towns is crazy. Towns down the lane, leans in, throws up at the rim, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for two. He's just too big, too strong, too powerful, too skilled. All of the things. All of the things. Hoovian said, this game is won. Take a break, Captain. Absolutely. Ooh. Yeah. So it wasn't when he stepped on his foot. It was when he fell back into Brunson's ankle shin area. And Brunson now talking to Mike Brown on the bench there. He's still in the game. He's on the court, but he's talking to Mike Brown as Towns is at the foul line for free throws. Take Howard said, take JB out. Eventually. I mean, he's fine. He's moving well. He's not calling to be taken out or anything, so I'm sure he's fine. Just maybe a deep contusion or something. Jay said, how many points does Brunson have? Brunson is sitting with 16 and 4 right now. 16 and 4 for Brunson on 6 for 14 shooting. Mikal Bridges with 14 points. To me, this is the stat of the game. He's got to his average, guys. He's got to his average. My goodness, how long has it been since last time we saw Mikal Bridges get to his average? Towns knocks down both free throws. 18-point lead yet again. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? Cat definitely best player on that team. He's been playing like the best player on the team these past couple of weeks for sure. That's the beauty of having two all-star, all-NBA level players. Towns comes up with the steal and Will Riley. Look at Karl-Anthony Towns shuffle them feet, baby. Move them puppies. No look pass from Bridges over to Brunson. Brunson stop, turn, spin, fall away, mid-range shot. Got it to go for Jalen Brunson. And it's back to 20. And Brunson saying he got hit in the face after he shot the ball. Where's his foul call? He didn't get it. But the Knicks back up by 20 just like that with 6:40 to go. We approach the halfway point of this third quarter. Curtis Painter said T-Wolves hanging in there. Well, all right, we're at a timeout. Let's go around the league again. Let's check out the college scores as well. Fung Pei said Karl-Anthony Towns has been declared a principality. Burke, what's up, Burke? BB Burke. Nick showing OKC how to cover a spread. That's crazy. Arby said, correction, Jordan never tore his Achilles. Kobe for sure. Yeah, Kobe did. Jordan never did. Jordan had the Jones fracture in his foot. That's what kept him out a full season in the NBA. Farm Boy TV. What's up, Farm Boy TV? JC Stat. Jordan Clarkson is, I think he only has 2 points. Jordan Clarkson tonight, yeah. 9 minutes, 2 points, 1 for 1 from the field, an assist, a turnover, a steal. Jordan Clarkson so far tonight. Just that said, Josh probably doesn't need more minutes. I mean, nobody really needs more minutes so far here tonight. I mean, everybody's hooped. Anunoby actually at the bottom of the totem pole of scoring tonight for the Knicks starter. It's usually been, as of late, Mikal Bridges. But he's up to 14 points tonight. He's actually scored more than Josh. Brunson with 18, Towns with 24, Anunoby with only 7. Which is fine. Army, appreciate you, brother. Have a good night. Zermac, what's up, Zermac? Tatum is so dang bad now. Same with Randall. Let's go around the league. Timberwolves up by 3 at halftime. Hey, there you go. Let's check out the box score. Last we checked, Jason Tatum was scoreless. So Jason Tatum is now scoreless. All of his shots coming from three-point range except for 1. 0 points, 5 rebounds. Here's the thing. When you're coming off an Achilles injury, you're going to have games like this. As well as you're going to have the game where he had, I forget who they played, but he had 20 points and 10 rebounds or something like that. Like, there's going to be a vast disparity between how these guys play. And he'll have a better second half, of course, but Lee Wei Shi. Only I know what your name means. From Fung Pei. Yeah, I don't know. Jay said Highland hit a second quarter step back 3 at the buzzer. There you go for the 3-point lead. All right, either way, it would have been tied at least, which I think goes a long way for Minnesota hanging in there against the Celtics. I mean, if we want to, no Tatum, no Anthony Edwards, right? So there's that. Darnell said Duke numbers on the clock. I mean, I don't think Duke's going to go that much farther in the tournament, if I'm being honest. Iowa and Florida locked in a tight one here. We're going to get ready to come back after this timeout here. Jay said not ready for the playoffs is Tatum. I mean, we're not ready for the playoffs yet either. We still have like 3 weeks left in the regular season, so he's got some time. Utah State and Arizona, 9-point game. As far as any games that have ended, Tennessee beat Virginia, Purdue, Miami, Iowa State, Kentucky, St. John's, Kansas, yes sir. Jaden Hardy back in the game, knocks down the mid-range step-back jumper over 2 defenders. And now Brunson will bring it down the other way. Here we go. As we quickly approach the halfway point of this quarter, Towns loses the handle on the ball as he steps out of bounds. And they're pushing it the other way. A 3 for Jaden Hardy now, and a 3 for Jaden Hardy goes down. And quick 5-point run for Jaden Hardy since coming into the game. It's down to 15. 87-72, 6 minutes to go here. Brunson bringing it down against Bub Carrington. They get over to Bridges. Bridges over to Towns. Towns up top, being guarded by Anthony Gill. Towns fakes the handoff, keeps it, gets over to Bridges, comes to the rim to kick it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart doesn't want to take the 3 as he hesitates. Now he'll line up the 3, and he'll knock down the 3. Josh, just shoot the 3, big dog. There you go. We know you can knock it down. We know you got it in your repertoire like that. Back to 18 it goes. Jordan Clarkson and Mitchell Robinson at the scorer's table. The pull-up 3 for Hardy. Misses it. Rebound to Towns. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. 18-point lead for the Knicks. Brunson fakes the handoff, keeps it, coming to his left, pulls it back out. Anthony Gill switches onto him. Brunson up top. He looks fine now, moving much better. Brunson in the lane, takes a screen from Towns, tries to kick it out the Bridges, but knocked out of bounds by Cooper. It'll stay here with the Knicks. Fung Pei said it's probably not Googleable with your font set. Isaiah Gardner said Tatum is unstoppable when he's on point. When he's in the paint. Yeah, I mean, he's huge. 6'9", with a huge wingspan. Strong as an ox. Like, his strength is a really underrated part of his game. We had I remember I'll never forget that interview Anthony Edwards gave where he was like, TV does not do Jason Tatum's strength justice. He was like, that dude is huge in person, like huge, insane strength. Brunson knocks down the mid-range fall-away jumper. Here comes Carrington. Back up to a 20-point lead it goes. They get over to Will Riley, curling off some screens, being guarded by Josh Hart, spins in the paint, kick it out. Anthony Gill the three, and Anthony Gill knocks down the three. I guess that's why Mitchell Robinson was going for Anthony Gill pump fakes, but I'd rather Anthony Gill just shoot the three than Robinson go for the pump fake and compromise the defense. Josh Hart has it up top, being guarded by Carrington. Swings it over to Bridges. Bridges up top, swings through to his left, driving it down, step back, mid-range fall-away jumper for Bridges, comes up short, rebound to Cooper. Sharif Cooper bringing it down. Cooper has it up top, being picked up by Hart. Coming to his left off the Gill screen, driving it down in the lane, stops, shoves it out to Gill. Gill catches, pump fakes, gets ran into by a couple of Knicks. No foul call, though. They swing it out to Carrington. Robinson going for every single pump fake now. They swing it back up top to Gill. Gill loses the handle on the ball, and he gives it right to Jalen Brunson to 3-on-3 fast break. Bridges will put up the transition three. He'll miss it. Clarkson trying to save the rebound, knocks it loose, now dives for it. Cooper able to pick it up. Jordan Clarkson's hustle. Insane right there, but he couldn't pick up the loose ball. Sharif Cooper crosses over on Josh Hart and gets the scoop layup with the right hand. And Josh Hart will push it the other way. Cooper landed in the back, but the Wizards do a good job of getting back on defense. There you go, good hustle. Josh Hart up top gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Cooper. Brunson coming to his left. Dance with it, has it in the mid-range, has it in the post, backing him down, and a foul on Cooper, getting too physical with Brunson. Under 4 to go here. Corvus Andorio, what's up, Corvus? Time to empty the bench, Coach Brown? Maybe. 92 to 77. Forgot to give Cooper that layup. Is only a 15-point lead, brother. I don't know if it is time to empty the bench. It's only 15 points. Brunson gets it in the Robinson, fakes the hand off the Brunson. He's going to keep it. Robinson coming to his right, guarded by Gill. Hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson coming to his left in the lane, one-legged pull-up floater. Got it to go for Jordan Clarkson. And I think he puts his palms up towards the refs. Like, where's the foul call, man? They're hand-checking me. 17-point lead for the Knicks. Cooper trying to use his speed, get into the paint, catches, pump fake, steps through, flips it up with the right hand, throws up an air ball. Lost it on his way up. Robinson a rebound, gets it over to Hart. Hart bringing it down again to Riley. Josh Hart on the right wing. Crosses over to his right, driving it down to the rim, layup off glass, can't get it to go. Robinson dropped from the Raptors for the two-handed putback. My goodness, 19-point lead. We got 3:17 to go. Greg Prime, what's up, Greg Prime? What game are you watching? Me? This game. This game. The Washington Wizards versus the New York Knicks. Just that said UCLA got the nightmare matchup they didn't want. Who's UCLA playing? 3:17 to go. We got a timeout. Leeway, she said, Bridges has double figures. We're going to win. It is crazy how low the bar has dropped from Kill Bridges. He's got 14 and 6 tonight, which is a good stat line for him. No rebounds is kind of crazy. Grab a rebound or two, brother. But 14 and 6 is solid, right? It's solid. It's slightly above his season average in assists. It's at a season average in points. So, a slightly above average game. I'm cool with that. As long as you give us that for the most part on a nightly basis, we're good. We're good. Again, maybe snag a couple of rebounds here and there, but I'm good with that. I'm good with that stat line. 6 for 11 from the field's not even bad. Chance, what's up, Chance? Do you think Robinson gets one more rebound? Probably. He's got 6 and 7 right now. Averages around 8 or 9 boards. Isaiah Garner said, I really do feel bad for, is this a Philly comment? I really do feel bad for Maxey as an organization. When do you get rid of Embiid and PG and build around Maxey? As soon as possible. The problem is that nobody else in the NBA wants Embiid or PG on the contracts that they have right now. Like, I'm sure they would take them as players, but when you start throwing in the contracts that they have, it starts to get a little crazy. So, unfortunately, they're probably going to be stuck with them until the end of their contracts. So the Knicks actually used the challenge there. Josh Hart was signaling to his coaching staff to use the challenge as he poked the ball loose out of Leaky Black's hands, and it's out of bounds off. They initially called it out of bounds off of the Knicks and Hart. They used their challenge. It's now out of bounds off of the Wizards, so the ball will go back to the Knicks now with a 19-point lead, 77 to 96. Brunson gets it into Anunoby in the right corner. As you said, that's crazy. It is crazy. Because you should be able to build around Maxey and Edgecombe here. Brunson sidestep right wing 3 comes up short. Rebound goes to Leaky Black as he brings it down. My guy Mo Diawar's back in the game. It is pretty crazy. They don't really have any outs. Nobody's going to take those guys off their hands. Now with the injury history that they have and the contracts that they have. Jaden Hardy to the rim. Can't get the layup to go. Good defense from Mo Diawara. Brunson pushing it the other way. Brunson kicks it in the corner. Anunoby catches. Pump fake. Sidestep. Puts up the 3 in the relocation. Comes up short. Long rebound. Picked up by Gill. Hit ahead pass to Hardy. Hardy loses the hand on the ball. Kicks it over to Cooper. Bad transition offense from the Wizards, but pretty good defensive transition play for the Knicks there. They get it back to Hardy, right corner 3, can't get it to go. Robinson, there's your 1 rebound. I think that was Chance in the chat. There's your rebound, Chance. Diawara on the right wing, fakes the handoff, keeps it, coming to his left off a Robinson screen. He's got space, middle of the lane. Tries to get it down low to Robinson. Robinson was not prepared for the pass, was expecting a lob. Mo Diawara got to learn, throw that up there to Big Mitch. Anthony Gill down low, gets the layup to go over Clarkson. Good transition offense that time for the Washington Wizards for the easy baskets. Chi said, I take Embiid as a backup without the contract, but that's the problem. He's got the contract, and that contract ain't going anywhere, brother. That's guaranteed money. Brunson crosses over to his left, down the lane, stops, turns, leaves it off for Clarkson in the paint. Floater. Nope, it's a lob up top to Robinson, and he guides it through the basket. I love the Knicks looking to feed the big man in Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns. They've gotten much better at looking for the big men with both of those guys. Reward the guys doing the garbage, the dirty work, and the garbage work. Cooper, up top, Anthony Gill catches, pump fakes. Why are we still going for Anthony Gill pump fakes? Let him shoot it. Hardy puts up a left corner 3. Oh, no, that's Jameer Watkins puts up a left corner 3. Air mails it. Brunson bringing it down the other way. He has it up top. Coming to his right. Now crossing over to his left. In the paint. Euro step, floater. Got it to go. And the foul for Jalen Brunson. He'll go to the foul line for 1 more free throw. And the Wizards now getting a little frustrated as the Knicks are up by 21 points. And Brunson at the foul line for 1 more. Could give them the largest lead of the game. Gigi said, Iowa about to upset Florida. There you go. There you go. Getting a couple of upsets every now and again. No real Cinderella, but. MBM said 100 points by the end of the quarter. Yeah. We got a whole 12 minutes to go. Hopefully we get a heavy dose of Mo Diawara minutes, man. See some of the kids off the bench. MBM said, yes, they have. Feed the bigs. Yeah. Feed them, man. Feed them. Jameer Watkins crosses over as he splits the lane. Or he splits the defense down the lane, stinking it back to his right hand off the screen, and he able to get the scoop layup high off glass over Mitchell Robinson, looking for the block. Nice finish for Sharif Cooper there. Brunson did knock down his and 1 free throw, so it's still a 20-point game. Brunson off the handoff from Robinson, down the lane, stop in the paint, steps through, puts up the floater, comes up short. Robinson the offensive rebound, and the putback for Big Mitch as he continues to dominate the paint. He's now got 10 and 10, a double-double for Mitchell Robinson, a double-double for Karl-Anthony Towns. With the Wizards extremely small, with only 1 true big available to them tonight, with obviously Anthony Davis on the injury report, also Alex Sarr on the injury report here tonight. The Knicks big men absolutely dominating the game. Both Towns and Robinson dominating. Ahmed said, is Robinson really averaging almost 90% from the field? I have not looked at that lately, but probably. He only really shoots layups and dunks. Brunson blowing past the defense, picks up his handle, steps through, kicks it out to Diawara, extra pass up top to Anunoby. He'll take the lane. Tried to throw down a highlight to Ain't Slam, but it's a blocking foul on Anthony Gill. Anunoby almost had himself a career highlight right there. And he's at the foul line for 2 free throws with 27 seconds to go. 27.9, so 28 seconds to go here. Hoobian said, I want to see a 40-point quarter. Well, what are they sitting at right now? Uh, 32, 36, and 36 for the Knicks. So they're not going to get the 40-point quarter. Unlikely they get the 40-point quarter here. Anunoby did knock down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. I guess they could. They could get a stop and then knock down a 3. They're at 37 points off this made free throw from Anunoby here. So he hit the first one. He's going to hit the second one. And there you go, OG, bouncing around the rim a little bit, but he gets the drop down. And now the Wizards will bring it down for what should be the final shot of the quarter, but you never know. You never know. Knicks could force it to stop and have enough time to get a shot off. They could get a turnover. Clarkson picks up a foul as he crosses half court. It's a bad foul from Clarkson. They had a foul to give, but if you wanted to pick up a foul there, wanted to wait till more time was ticked off the clock. So the Wizards will have it side out of bounds. Charles Austin said Pacom Dalie can do his career high in the fourth. Again, He can. Come on, Dadier. Show us something. Cooper has it up top. Coming to his right. Cooper pulls it out. Robinson isolated on him. Step back three for Cooper. Can't get it to go. Clarkson the rebound. And the Knicks do have an opportunity here. Hit a three. Brunson over to Clarkson. Clarkson crosses over. Down the lane. Mid-range floater. Comes up short. All right. It would have ended up being 39 points anyway. But that will be the end of our third quarter. We got 12 minutes to go. 24-point lead for the Knicks. They're giving us the easy one, folks. They're giving us the easy one. Ahmed said, is this kid, Pacom Dadier, get a chance? He's going to get a chance here in this fourth quarter. It's a 24-point lead with 12 minutes of basketball left to play. Playing the worst team in the NBA, 16-54. So, yeah, he should play. Should play heavy minutes here in this fourth. Along with my guy Dadier. I mean, Dadier is my guy, but along with my guy, Diawara. Chris said 1 point Brunson. We probably won't see Brunson in the fourth quarter, but we could. We for sure could. 23 points for Brunson, 4 assists, 9 points for Anunoby, 3 points for Diawara. Oh, he had free throws. I was going to say, did they change it back to a 3? What happened? 3 points for Diawara, 10 points for Robinson, 10 rebounds as well. Love to see that. Love to see that. Not much to really go over in terms of the stats. It's a 24-point lead for the Knicks here. David Osh Jr. said, Sohan time? Sohan time. End of the bench, guys, for sure. Mr. Lee, what's up, Mr. Lee? I must admit, I am impressed by Clarkson's defensive effort since getting back in the rotation. He seems to have much more effort. I'm with you. I don't think effort was really something I had issue with Jordan Clarkson. I thought all season he played with really good effort. The problem is that he's just not a very good defender, doesn't have great defensive intuition and awareness. And I think if he's a permanent part of the rotation, that will, he was good during the regular season. He was fine, right? His role is to score the basketball. You just kind of want him to play with some effort. And like you said, since coming back in the rotation, the effort has been there pretty heavily for Jordan Clarkson. But that was never really my concern with him. Again, he's just not a good defender. He plays with effort, but it doesn't really work out for him in most instances. Because he doesn't read the court too well defensively, which is fine. Fine. Players have strengths and weaknesses. But, when fully healthy, I don't see Jordan Clarkson remaining a permanent fixture in the rotation. They might use him in, certain situational positions. Like we've seen. The reason why he got back into the rotation was because the Knicks were struggling so bad offensively. Mike Brown was like, Clarkson, what can you give me? And so that's how he got back in the rotation. So we could see a situation like that when fully healthy and recovered. But with Landry Shamet and Deuce McBride available to the Knicks as we wind down the season, I don't expect Jordan Clarkson, nor Mo Diawara, unfortunately for me, to be permanent fixtures in the rotation. Maybe more situational situations. Situational situations? Great. Great way of speaking, babe. In more situational positions. The start of the fourth quarter here, we come out with Anunoby, Towns, Diawara, Clarkson, and Alvarado. Come on, Mo. He's got 3 points so far. No rebounds, no assists for Mo. Show me something, Big Mo. Show me something. Come on, man. Alvarado has it up top. Start of this fourth quarter to get over to Towns. They get it down low to Anunoby. Double clutches in the air. Can't get it to go. Jordan Clarkson battling on the glass, but they get it over to Leaky Black. Tries to throw the hit-ahead pass. Clarkson in the lane, but Cooper able to recover it. Cooper crosses over down the lane to his left. Under the rim. Gets caught in the air. Kicks it out. Jaden Hardy. Another open three. Can't get that one to go. Towns the rebound. Quick outlet to Alvarado. The Knicks are off and running. Alvarado pulls it back out away for his teammates. Alvarado on the right wing. But Leaky Black uses a foul. Trying to get Will Riley back in the game here. Brian Harris, what's up, Brian? Where's my guy Kolek? He should be coming in. Again, the Knicks are going to play, for the most part, their regular rotation of guys until probably either the 8 or 6 minute mark, depending on where the score is and how large this lead grows. Bald Man, Ballman? What's up, Bald Man? How many threes does OG have? OG, I believe, only has 1 3 tonight as the Knicks turn it over. Ball back to the Wizards here. Gigi said, how many rebounds for Mitchell? Mitchell Robinson? He's got 10 rebounds tonight. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Koulibaly up top, down the lane, throws it at the rim, and somehow banks it in. He was looking for the foul. He didn't get it. Just threw it towards the basket, and he somehow banked it in. A wild layup attempt, but 2 points is 2 points. Alvarado up top, directing some traffic here. They get it out to Anunoby. Anunoby pump fakes back to Alvarado. Alvarado over to Diawara. Diawara gets it down low to Towns. Right wing. Pump fakes. Towns. Over to Clarkson. Floater. Got it to go. Some really Bad defense for the Wizards there. Knicks just really patient. Found the open man, and Clarkson with the easy floater in the lane. Coulibaly has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his right of a screen. Coulibaly dancing with it. Coming to his left. Crosses over to his right. Kicks it out to Hardy. Hardy being guarded by Towns. Jaden Hardy's going to dance with it. Crosses over. Hesitation. Behind the back. Loses the handle. Picks it up. Coming to his left. Stops. Turns. Spins. Got nowhere to go. Throws it up. And against the friendly bounce off the front of the rim. Towns throws a little bit of a fit. Like, come on, man. That was perfect defense against Jaden Hardy there. Off balance, all over the place, running into his own guys, just turns and throws it up at the rim. Gets a friendly bounce off the front of the rim to get it to drop down. Towns with the pump fake down the lane, knocks down the little Statue of Liberty scoop finger roll layup. And now we're just, trading basketeers. We got under 10 to go. Who being said, GTA is falling off points lately. I'd love to see him shoot more instead of layups. I mean, he has been shooting it. He's just not been knocking it down. He's 1 for 5 from the field tonight. He's shooting it perfectly fine. He's shooting some open looks. He's just not knocking any of his threes down, man. Coulibaly has it up top, being guarded by Clarkson. Coming to his left, stops, turns, pulls it out. Now driving it down against Towns. Leans in, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. Towns picks up a foul. Let me blow my nose real quick, guys. Hold on. Coulibaly misses the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Brian Harris said Kolek over GTA. I get the sentiment. I just think Alvarado is a better defender. Even if slightly, he is a better defender, more intuitive defender. He has more experience in the NBA. And I think that's going to be very valuable come playoff time. But I get the sentiment of Kolek over Alvarado. I don't think it's a crazy idea or even a crazy wish to want Kolek over him. Alvarado's open. He fires a straightaway 3, and he knocks it down. There we go. We're calling for Alvarado to shoot more shots, and there's that one, and it goes down. Harmony Crawford. What's up, Harmony? Need 2 more points from Jalen? I hope you mean Jalen Hardy, who knocks down that 3. Or that's Jaden Hardy, so not Jalen. Jalen Brunson, I doubt, comes back into this game. Hardy did knock down that 3. Why is my score so off? Coulibaly did knock down the second free throw at least. Anunoby misses a left wing 3. Rebound over to Coulibaly. Hit ahead to Carrington. Carrington bringing it down. Has it up top. Over to Coulibaly. Coulibaly over to Jameer Watkins, a 3. Jameer Watkins finally knocks one down. Jameer Watkins. It's a 20-point game. Rafael Torres said, let's beat him by 30 points. Win is a win. I'll take a 20-point victory. I don't really care. Let's take down the time as much as possible. Jeremy Sohan is at the scorer's table. Alvarado will bring it down against Carrington. Now over to Diawara. Back to Alvarado. Alvarado up top. And the Wizards are in the zone. Over to Diawara. Wide open right wing 3. Line me up. There you go, Mo. There you go, Mo. His first 3 of the night. The 3 he hit earlier in the game was technically a 2 with his toe on the line. I'm going to count it as a second 3, though. Just in my mind. Just in my own mind. Here comes Jeremy Sohan. Harmony said he could. They're not getting beat that bad. Yeah, but why would the Knicks put Jalen Brunson back into a game that they're winning by 20 in the fourth quarter against the worst team in the league? Why would they do it? Why would they take the risk? Will Riley has it up top. Coming to his left against Clarkson. Down the lane. Kicks it in the corner. Hardy, a left corner 3. Got it to go. Jaden Hardy has how many points? 22 points, I think. Jaden Hardy. Back to 20 it goes. Alvarado will walk it down the other way. Alvarado up top. Coming to his right. Over to Anunoby. The Wizards have relegated themselves to a zone. Diawara splits the defense out to Sohan. Diawara, the offensive rebound, has it in the paint. He's going to pull it back out. Diawara up top. Kicks it inside to Clarkson. Clarkson kicks it in the corner to Sohan. Sohan driving to his left. Down the lane. Putting his head down. Attacking. Scoop play with the left hand. Gets blocked by Coulibaly. Loose ball. Sohan gets it over to Clarkson. Clarkson back to Sohan. Sohan gets rewarded with the two-handed slam. Nice unselfish pass from Jordan Clarkson there to get Sohan to dunk. And we got 7:30 to go here in this fourth quarter. Jeremy Sohan with the score. Sire Love, what's up, Sire Love? AP, what's up, AP? Very generous super chat, brother. He said, my hands are sore, clapping too much. Appreciate you, AP, man. Appreciate you. Happy to see you tonight, man. Happy to see you. Hope you had a good time at the game. So we got 7:30 to go. Let's go around the league again. Let's check out our Timberwolves Celtics coverage. See how that one's playing out. 54-58, it's a 4-point game. Jason Tatum up to 10 points. Look, hey, there's Jason Tatum. All of the talk on the doom and gloom on Jason Tatum, hey, he showed up in the second half. He's got 10 points already early in this third quarter. They're 3.5 minutes into the third quarter. He's got 10 points already. So all the doom and gloom about Tatum not ready, he seems fine to me. He seems fine. Jaylen Brown with 19 points. Kept the team afloat before Jason Tatum finally got it going there. Payton Pritchard off the bench, only 4 though. Only 4 for Payton Pritchard. 0 for 3 from 3, 2 for 6 from the field. As far as the Minnesota Timberwolves go, Julius Randle 1 for 10, and it's a 4-point game. My goodness, Julius. Brother, you gotta help yourself out, man. You are not winning anybody over on a 1 for 10 from the field. Remember when Minnesota Timberwolves fans were trying to claim earlier in the season when Karl-Anthony Towns was struggling a bit? Karl-Anthony Towns was never struggling to this degree. 2 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 4 minutes into the third quarter, 1 for 10 from the field. Like, for anybody who thinks, oh man, Julius Randle was this rough and tumble guy, this is really what you're missing. You're missing nights where Julius Randle just does not show up and cannot put points on the board, man. Hubian said, AP is here. Now it's a party. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. They were asking for you earlier in the chat, AP. They were asking for you earlier in the chat. Charles Austin said, Jeremy Sohan better stop twisting our captain's gems. That's crazy. Mr. Lee said, Sohan still St. Patrick's mode. I mean, he's probably going to have that green hair for a minute before he changes it again. Sarr Love said it would be good in the playoffs if you do a call-in show after games. Be cool listening to Susan and AP. We might try to get that going next season. That might be something that we try to improve for the show going into next season. It's a lot to kind of set up. It's got to involve, Discord check-ins and, verified users and getting people involved in Discord and whatnot, and getting moderators and all the things. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but I've looked into it. I'm going to try to get that set up for next year at some point to do a little bit of a call-in. Bruce Fowler said, Randall is my Harnstein. Enough said. I got love for Randall for all that he brought to New York. But I definitely don't miss watching Randall on a night-to-night basis. I'll tell you that. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Jaden Hardy, a deep straightaway 3. Got it to go. Jaden Hardy's, I think he's hit 7 threes tonight. Yeah, he's got 25 points, 8 for 15 from the field, 7 threes. 7 minutes to go. 7 for 12 from three-point range for Jaden Hardy tonight. Mikal Bridges kicks it out to Diawara. Right wing 3 for Diawara. Mo Diawara, baby. Mo Diawara. Should technically be 3 threes, but he gets those 3 points right back. He's now up to 9 points here tonight. Shout out my guy Mo, man. Shout out my guy Mo. Koulibaly down the lane. Layup gets the layup and the foul against Mo Diawara. No center out there. No Robinson. No Towns. No Hug Porty. Why is Hug Porty not in there? Is Hug Porty available? Ram Jam. What's up, Ram Jam? Hubian said, sounds like Rando in Minnesota is Mikal Bridges right now. I mean, he's had stretches like that while as a New York Knick. So, it's just rough. It's just rough on nights like this. G4 said, Cat gone for the night, we're thinking? Yes. The Knicks starters are probably gone for the night. Mikal Bridges is still out there. I wonder why. Riptalian said, Iowa takes it. There you go. Charles Johnson said, Sohan is our 5 now, career mode. Center mode, yeah. So our lineup right now is Jeremy Sohan at center, Diawara, Bridges as the wings, Clarkson, Alvarado in the backcourt. No true center out there, Sohan. And I like Sohan as the backup 5 or the third string 5. There you go. Jose Alvarado just walks into a wide open straightaway three, knocks it down. Knicks, a little bit of target practice out there. Koulibaly did knock down the and one free throw, so it's 123-101. Carrington has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left, now coming to his right. Now they're kicking out to Hardy. Hardy pump fakes from three, driving it down, spins, half spin, pulls it out, shovels it inside to Carrington. Couldn't hold on to the pass, and it's out of bounds. Ball back to the Knicks. 6 minutes to go. We are at the halfway point, y'all. We're at the halfway point. Joe said, Mo, 3 for 4 from 3. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, technically 2 for 3 because they took one of his three-point shots away. Took one of his three-point shots away. Called it a long toe on the line. Kenny McLeod, what's up, Kenny? Iowa beat Florida. I heard. The 1 seed goes down. Florida goes down. Not going to repeat as champions. Alvarado tries to throw a bullet pass down low. Was not a great pass. Gets knocked out of the air by the Wizards anyway, so it'll remain with the Knicks. Lee Wei Shi said Reyna was a black hole with the ball. He could be. He could have been. Alvarado just lobs it down low to Clarkson. Jaden Hardy was not prepared for it, and Clarkson just jumps up and taps it into the rim. Terrible defense from the Wizards here. Carrington dancing with it, gets to the foul line, fall away mid-range shot, can't get it to go. Jeremy Sohan snatches a rebound, pushing it the other way. Sohan leaves it off for Alvarado. Bullet pass, tried to throw a bullet pass inside to Clarkson. Clarkson with the highlight. It was picked off by the Wizards. Clarkson comes from behind, picks it right back off, and he gets in and throws it behind his head to Jeremy Sohan for the assist. And his teammates teasing Clarkson with the little highlight pass. Everybody got a little smile on them on the Knicks bench right there. There you go. There you go. Feeding Jeremy Sohan. Jordan Clarkson having some fun out there with Jeremy Sohan. We got 5:20 to go, and the Knicks are up by 26 points, guys. 127-101. The Fleas with the Fleas. Hardy is actually playing tough. Jaden Hardy solid. I always kind of like Jaden Hardy as like a Jordan Clarkson kind of put in if your offense is really struggling kind of player. Getting his opportunity to just kind of do what he wants on this tanking Wizards team right now. Farm Boy TV said JC's ball and he's hooping. He is hooping out there. The Raptors and the Suns have tipped off, and the Suns are running away against the Raptors early in this game. We'll see if the Raptors can get back into this one, but it's not looking great. 12 points with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter is not what you want to see at all. The Celtics and the Timberwolves, it's an 7-point game. I can't do math now. 5-point game. There you go. 5-point game there. 61-66. Okay. Keeping it close, Minnesota. I did see at one point Boston went up by about 9 or 10. Lionel Fong, appreciate you, Lionel. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for that subscription, brother. Who's winning the poll right now? It looks like Lakers. It's going to be Lakers-Pistons. 71% of the community wants Lakers-Pistons. Tomorrow we're going to do Lakers-Pistons. That's where we're at. Job said JC's been good since he's been back in the rotation. He has been. Been really good. Really good. Charles Austin said next year this Wizards team is going to be hard to beat. We'll see. We'll see. They got a couple of liabilities out there for one reason or another, right? You have Trae Young, who's a defensive liability, and you have Anthony Davis, who's a health liability. He might not even be available to play in the games that are important for them to actually have him play in. So we'll see how next year goes about for the Washington Wizards. We'll see what draft pick they end up with. Hopefully they get a good player because, my goodness, I feel bad for that fan base more so than the organization. I feel bad for the fans. Right? That's really who I feel bad for. Like, I don't feel bad for the Sacramento Kings and all the dysfunction that they've been mired in because they put themselves in that situation. But I feel bad for the fan base because, Sacramento is a great fan base and they haven't had a real team to root for. They had the Beam team there, but Rose said, thought Lakers off your list of teams to watch. They are on the ban list, but they're not on a permanent ban list. I will put that to the side if they are the best game of the night. And I do think them, which is why it's up to the community. It's them and that Spurs game is on the docket. So I left it up to the community to vote. It is Lakers Pistons or Spurs Heat, and people are voting for Lakers Pistons, which is fine with me. Both of them are 7 EST start times. So Jameer Watkins bringing it down as we are back into it. And we have 5 minutes to go. Tyler Kolek is in the game, by the way, guys. Tyler Kolek is in the game. Bridges finally comes out. Cooper dancing with it against Sohan. Fall away baseline jumper, high arcing, can't get it to stay. Alvarado and Clarkson saving the rebound. Alvarado picks it up and he'll bring it down under 5. Alvarado, I don't even have this up for you guys right now. We could see who's in the game. Why we got Alvarado in the game? We don't have anybody else we could put in? Into Sohan, and Sohan knocks down a little jumper in the paint. There you go, Sohan, getting your stuff off today. I like it. I like Sohan more than I like Hukporty as the center, man, as the third string center so far this year. They swing it around. Anthony Gill, the wide open straightaway 3 comes up short, doesn't get the friendly bounce. Jeremy Sohan, the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Sohan leaves it off for Kolek. Kolek swings through to his right. In the lane, hop step, kicks it out. Diawara, whole lineup, left wing 3. Mo Diawara gets it to go down. My guy, Mo Diawara, man. Should be his 4th 3, but it's only his 3rd 3 here tonight. Now, Dadier and Jones at the scores table. Now, Hukporty comes up off the bench on the scores table. Who are we taking out? We're taking out Mo Diawara, of course. Will Riley finally knocks down a left wing 3 over Sohan. So it was a 31-point lead for the Knicks, but now back down to 28. We're going to get Alvarado and probably Diawara and probably Clarkson as well. Alvarado crosses over to his right, pulls it out. We got 3:45 to go here. Alvarado up top. Gets it over to Diawara. Diawara will line it up again. He's feeling it. Ooh, can't get that one to go. Yeah, he's about to sub out here. Knicks got a foul. Got a foul intentionally. Get the young guys in. Clarkson, there you go, Clarkson. Clarkson fouled him. He goes to the rim, gets the layup to go. And the Knicks call a timeout just to get some substitutions in. I love Jordan Clarkson doing that, man. He's a vet. He doesn't need to be out there. Go ahead, pick up that foul, and get the young guys in there. Dylan Jones will come in. Pacom Dadier will come in. And Ariel Hukporty will come in. So we'll probably take out Diawara, Clarkson, and Alvarado here. We'll have Sohan, Hukporty, Dadier, Kolek, and Dylan Jones. Eli Anad? El Yanad? What's up, El? I need Brunson, please 2 more. Brunson is done for the night, El. I hate to tell you. David Oz Jr. said, go Lakers. What are you talking about? We want Pistons to lose. I'm with you on that one. I would be rooting for the Lakers in that one. For as absolutely disgusting I think they play and how boring I think a game watching the Lakers could be, I'm rooting for the Lakers to beat Detroit, obviously, because I want to see Detroit fall down the standings. Farm Boy TV said, what is the grade for JC today? I mean, hard to grade a blowout victory. Clarkson gets a B, B+. He was solid. Clarkson with 8 points, 3 boards, 4 assists. B, B+, A-. We can give him any score, and I think I'd be all right with it. Anything over a B. El said, anyway, he could possibly come back in. He is not coming back in, El. He is done for the night. He's got his warm-up shirt on. He will not be playing another minute tonight. A, Breh. What's up, A? Did Alex Sarr play tonight? Alex Sarr did not play tonight. Wow. Tyler Kolek played in the G League today. He had 42 points and 11 assists, 9 for 14 from 3. Tyler Kolek. Did not realize he played for the Storm today. Truly hilarious. Hukporty is in, like I said, along with Kolek, Dylan Jones, Pacom Dadier, and Jeremy Sohan. Pacom hits Sohan cutting back door, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. Darnell said, Detroit is going to beat them by 20. I don't know if they're going to beat them by 20. They could still win that game, of course, but I don't know if they're going to beat them by 20. Not with the way the Lakers have been playing lately. And no Cade Cunningham, brother? I don't know about that. Jeremy Sohan knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. At least the Knicks gave us a nice, easy performance today, right, guys? No drama. It wasn't close. They never really went on a big old run. Closest they got after they went up by double digits was 12, as Sohan knocks down both free throws. So, ultimately pushed it over 20, kept it over 20, and here we are. Knicks with a 28-point victory. Somebody said earlier in the chat that they wanted to see the Knicks win by 30 tonight. They're probably going to get it. Carrington, a left corner 3, comes up short. Loose ball rebound. Anthony Gill picks it up and lays it up and in. Come on, Huck. Come on, big Huck. CEO King said, I need 3 assists from Brunson. Brunson is done for the night, guys. Do we watch basketball? Kolek knocks down a 3. Kolek's feeling it from three today, clearly. He's coming off a 9-made three-pointer game in the G League. Why would the star player on the team come back into a 30-point blowout game, brother? Suns Gen, appreciate you, Suns Gen, appreciate you. Carrington, I believe, knocks down a three there. Yep, Carrington knocked down a three. It's 137-111. We could do this. This game has been over for a while, so let's do this. Let's go around the league. Shout out my guy, Suns Gen. Let's check in on the Suns. They're putting a whooping on the Raptors today. They're up by 15 early in this game. Started the second quarter. My goodness. Celtics and Timberwolves. Celtics pulling away from the Timberwolves here. If Julius Randle can give them absolutely anything, 1 for 10 from the field for 2 points. If they can give them absolutely anything, the Timberwolves would be able to beat the Celtics today. I know the Celtics are probably playing really good defense on Randle. Brother, give them anything, Julius. Anything. Jaden McDaniel is doing his part, 7 for 15 from the floor, and it's a 4-point game. The Celtics, in a 4-point game against an Anthony Edwards-less Minnesota Timberwolves, and Julius Randle is 1 for 10 from the field. I'm pulling this game up the next time you guys try to say the Knicks are not a championship contending team when they're in a close game against the team they should be able to beat pretty handedly. I'm telling you, it happens to the best of them. Look at this score. How Tyler Kolek knocks down another three? Is that 3 straight threes for Tyler Kolek? What are we doing? Tyler Kolek has scored 50 points today. He has 8 points now and scored 42 points in the G League earlier today. He's got 50 points total on the day. Jaden Hardy's going to dance with it. Savannah Haynes, appreciate you, Savannah. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for that subscription. 42-112 with 1:20 to go. They get over to Dylan Jones. They're trying to get it to Kolek. They do get it to Kolek. Kolek feeling himself. Down the lane, pump fake, spins. No look past to Dadier. Left corner three for Dadier. Can't get it to go. Sohan knocks the rebound out to Kolek. Kolek's going to fire another one. Line me up. Oh, Tyler Kolek's got it going. 3 threes here in the fourth quarter since coming in. And the bench is loose. The bench is having fun. Tyler Kolek's got the strap here tonight. Give it to him again. He's got 3 threes. He's got 11 points in, I don't know what, 4 or 5 minutes? Tyler Kolek's got the touch tonight, man. He's got the touch tonight. He's 4 for 4 since coming to the game, including 3 threes and a mid-range jumper. Bub Carrington misses the first free throw. 4 minutes. 4.5 minutes. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. He's got 11 points, 3 for 3 from three-point range, 4 for 4 from the field. Tyler Kolek, man. Tyler Kolek. Kolek pushing it the other way. Kolek up top. The crowd is on their feet. Spinning, coming to his left, behind the back pass to Hug Porty. Hug Porty fakes the handoff. They're trying to get it to Kolek. Sharif Cooper denying him the ball. They get it down low to Kolek. A bad pass. And it's out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Knicks. 145 points for the Knicks tonight. My goodness. Hoobian said, bring this guy back in the rotation. I love Dylan Jones as well. He was directing the Knicks to give the ball back to Kolek on a couple of possessions there. Kolek gets it into Sohan. Sohan pulls it out. Sohan hands it off to Dadier. Dadier, a left wing three, comes up short. Rebound to Sohan. Sohan kicks it out to Kolek. It was a bad pass. It was tipped. It's going to stay here with the Knicks. Hoobian said it. A 40-point quarter. It actually happened. Did they get it? Did they get the 40-point quarter here? We got to go around the league. Dylan Jones has it up top, directing a little bit of traffic. Yeah, the Knicks got 40 points here. Dylan Jones misses. Hug Porty the rebound. Tries to get it out to Kolek again. Another bad pass. We're just trying to get Kolek another shot, but that's going to end it there. Hardy a straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Kolek will cover the rebound and will dribble out the clock. And that will end it, folks. That will end it. And they're in a 1-point game at the end of the third quarter. Boston, what are you doing? What are you doing? How is Boston in a close game against the Timberwolves? Boston fully healthy. Tanaj, what's up, Tanaj? Appreciate you. He said, I think the Washington Wizards might be the worst defensive team in history of world sports throughout every time zone and every era of world history. On a night where the Knicks score 145, I can't disagree. I can't disagree. I got no footing to stand on. Paul Mateo, what's up, Paul? Let's go. Let's go. Tell me Julius Randle scored another point. Nope, Julius Randle did not score another point. Ayo Dosunmu got it going. Jaden McDaniels got it going. Bones Highland off the bench got it going. Julius Randle, not so much. It's a 1-point game. Jason Tatum with 13. Brown with 27. Pritchard off the bench with 10. Derek White with 11. Yeah, they're fully healthy. Full rotation of players available to them outside of Nikola Vucevic, the only guy out. Luka Garza is filled in perfectly fine in that scenario. And the Minnesota Timberwolves don't have Julius Randle or Anthony Edwards tonight. Julius Randle, actually, you know what? They did have Julius Randle. He's been an absolute negative out there. I can't even say he's been invisible because you definitely see the guy. He has just as many turnovers as points. Brother. But that is not the Knicks situation tonight. The Knicks, it's a good thing we didn't watch that game as opposed to our Knicks as always. Don't worry, guys. We will always watch the Knicks. Forever and always. David Hodge Jr. said, Sohan looking good? Sohan was good. Everybody was... listen, we can't... tonight against this Washington Wizards team, everybody looked good. So, it's a good confidence-building game. The next time the New York Knicks play, they actually have a tough game. So they had a couple of cupcakes there. They play the Pelicans. Yes, the Pelicans, who were for the most part a tanking team, are not playing well. But since DeJounte Murray has returned, we can take a look at their team. Anthony Proctor with Anthony. The Washington Wizards actually have a championship, though. Do they? Or does that belong to another city? Hubian said Boston got that playing down to the opponent sickness. Yeah, like I said, it happens to everybody, Hubin. I've been trying to preach that to the fan base as much as I can. It happens to everybody. It's not great. It's not an excuse, but it happens, unfortunately. So, with that game ending there, Chichi said, you're going to be at the game on Tuesday? There you go. We got Chichi trying to give the good luck vibe, trying to rub it off in the New Orleans Pelicans. During the New Orleans Pelicans game. So they had won 3 in a row. Even before that, they were winners of 5 of their last 6. With a 2-point loss to the Houston Rockets. They had a 5-point loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're coming off a loss to the Cavs. They beat the Clippers twice. They beat the Mavs. They lost to the Rockets. They beat the Raptors. So pretty good wins here since DeJounte Murray's been back. So it's going to be a tough game against the New Orleans Pelicans when we match up with them on Tuesday. But with that being said, Henry Robinson, appreciate you, Henry. Good show, good night, brother. Appreciate you, Henry. Good night. David said, call the fourth quarter of the Celtics. I'm just going to leave it up to the basketball guys to tell me what happened. I got to wake up early tomorrow morning, so I'm going to call it there. I'll tell you what, if it was a better game, I would have tuned into it, but 77-78, the start of the fourth quarter, Julius Randle, 1 for 10 from the field, doesn't seem like it's calling my name here tonight. Jason Tatum, 5 for 13 from the field. Not really looking to tune into this one too much. James said, I love the Pels. I want to see Zion do well. But we're going to wrap it up here. It looks like Lakers-Pistons it is for tomorrow. So I'm going to end the poll there. 69% of the community voted for Lakers-Pistons. 175 votes, so more than enough of a representation of the chat. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna wrap it up there. Buzzer beater, Raymond. Appreciate you as always, guys. As always, man. Thank you guys for the support tonight for the Knicks game. I know it wasn't the greatest game against Washington Wizards, but I love that you guys always show out and support. Anyway, we're gonna end it there. Boom Pay said, subject yourself to massive free throws tomorrow. Probably. But if it's in a Detroit loss, we could take solace in that. We could have fun laughing at the misery of the Detroit Pistons losing to the Lakers. Rigoberto Ramos. Appreciate you, Rigoberto. Angela Harding, Chi-Chi, Madrasi, Buzzer Beater, Susan, of course, Kay Hazy, thank you guys, Hubian. We will be back tomorrow with Lakers versus Detroit. We will also be back on Tuesday for Knicks taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Of course, as always, we will cover every single Knicks game as much as we can. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Remember, shout out to all of the channel members, whether you were gifted a membership or decided to become a member all on your own. I appreciate your support anyways. I appreciate you guys hanging with me all through the night. Again, there's not really much to go over in terms of the stats. The Knicks dominated. Everybody played well. I don't really have a gripe with anybody tonight. We finally got Mikal Bridges off the snide. He actually made some shots, so hopefully he continues to do so. Mark, appreciate you. Angela Harding, Susan, of course. We will be back tomorrow. So I'm going to sign off here. We're going to set up for tomorrow's stream, and we will be live tomorrow to do it all over again. And for the week, we will be live to do it all over again. So with that being said, remember to brush your teeth before bed. Stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.